Yo, what's good? Welcome to Best of 2024 Watch, where we play the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. I'm here with Isaiah, and we're going to be playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I started recordings late on this, as usual. I record into doing the live stream if you watch over on Twitch for YouTube. And Isaiah, you were just saying about what your history is with Final Fantasy, so if you could reiterate and repeat for VOD purposes, and then I'll ask you who you are and all that stuff.
What's up, people of the future?
And the present.
Well, the present.
Ooh, how topical!
Spoilers. I am Isaiah.
It's okay, I don't know what's going
here playing not Yakuza, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the first time. I played Remake about a month or so ago, right? Late January, early February. I put almost 50 hours into it. Really enjoyed it. It was great fun. Got not a lot of the trophy, almost half the jeez. Okay, well, I didn't do that great trophy wise, but you know what? That's okay. The game was good. It was fun. Had a lot of good times. But incredibly lost. It's the first time I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. I don't really know the story. I think I might have watched Advent Children randomly on my PSP over a decade ago, but outside of that, no other real information for Final Fantasy VII outside of Kingdom Hearts involvement. So, interested to see after Final Fantasy Remake going into Rebirth. I am very curious as to what happens. I guess spoiler. Is it fair? Do you do spoiler warnings for Remake if you're here watching a Rebirth stream?
I guess you can just say spoiler warning, but then you can talk about whatever.
At the end of Final Fantasy Remake, you leave Midgard. So I'm like, whoa! I thought this whole Final Fantasy VII thing. I thought we were in the streets of Midgard duking it out. What do you mean this whole next game we leave? We're no longer under this big floating city in the sky. What's going on here? Somebody help me out. So I have no idea what happens. I have no idea where it could go. I know that I know something that happened in the original game around some of your party members and Sephiroth and stuff, but outside of that, this is all new to me. So yeah.
Cool. And then let's see, other things to reiterate. Who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm Isaiah, boyfriend Janet. I do development. I build.
Shut so dumb. The wig is so laid right now.
Yeah. No, it's really good. She was wearing it just throughout the house. It was really weird. I had to tell her are you sure you want to sleep in that? Well, all right, it's your choice. No, but I do development stuff. I do mostly web development stuff. Working on photomode.io. I can't help but notice you don't have the shirt.
I know. I realized I was gonna wear this shirt, but then I had worn this other shirt and I was already streaming, and I was oh,
how convenient.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the big pile of laundry over there.
But yeah, I do game dev stuff. Sometimes I try to play around with it, but mostly just web dev.
Is it true that you also made pentapixels.com?
I did.
Hosted Overlay.
I made pentapixels.com, hosted Overlay, photo mode. I mentioned that already. Movie Otter, throwback for some people.
The real ones know about Movie Otter.
Yeah, only the real ones know about Movie Otter. And yeah. I do a lot of cool app stuff. Hopefully more stuff to come.
Yeah, and you're gonna be at GDC, right?
I am. I'm gonna be at GDC. We're gonna be going to GDC. I'm gonna be. If you see me with my little photo mode shirt on, come by, say hi. I'll give you a card. I got these little business cards that I think came out really great. So,
what is photo mode?
Photo mode is the easiest way to explain it is it's Instagram, but specifically for games. So it's a social site. You can go, you can make an account. It's free. You can upload cool stuff cool moments you've captured in games, or just kind of funny things that happen. You take a screenshot. We all have a bunch of screenshots on our systems. It's a place to post those, share those, link those out. With hopefully a lot more interaction and fun stuff coming this year. I'm currently doing a rebuild, almost like a ground up rebuild of the site, of the app, that includes way more social things, more kind of fun gamified things you can do on the site. And then hopefully an actual mobile app coming too. I'll be working on that.
Yeah, maybe I'll upload some of my photos while you play. In honor of you playing, I have a bunch of Final Fantasy pictures.
Oh yeah, you got your little animals.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna make that. I'm gonna make that article about it. I was gonna do it today, but I got I wouldn't say I got lazy. I was actually just busy doing YouTube stuff. But yeah. Chad says all of my screenshots are my cat parking her ass on the F section of the keyboard. Yeah, whatever you got. Another Morthe thing. Dude, come through. We need more normies on photo mode because right now there's nothing but actual professional video game photographers.
There's like people with like the most incredible skill taking like some of the sweetest. They have to be doing some like post processing to their photos.
If you're on browser, especially like if you're on like a desktop watching the stream, the link's in the chat if you want to check out photo mode. But literally, you tap to the thing and it's like the most curated photos I've ever seen that aren't actually curated. They're just random user photos that appear. But anyway, those are our plugs. We'll probably keep doing them throughout the stream because that's part of why I'm here. And also, oh my God, hell yeah, dude. Are you kidding? Why not? Okay, so what I was gonna say was, God, what was it? It was, well, two things. One, chat asked me about Persona 5. Yes, I am playing Persona 5 Royal, and I'm actually playing it for the first time, and I'm chipping away at it every Tuesday. So come through. The VODs are on youtube.com/Gameonysus. There we go. But yeah, we're going to get into Rebirth right now. Let me know how the levels are. I can adjust the game audio and bring it down if needed, but Isaiah, take it away.
All right, going in, jumping in.
Take us into the unknown. That's what it says, like the unknown journey continues. Sephiroth. I know I'm bummed because someone in chat pointed out that I should have changed the alert sound to be Sephiroth. I'm like, fuck, that would have been so good. And I was like, oh, maybe if there's time before Isaiah gets here, I'll do it. Like if I have like extra time, but I did not have time to do that.
Oh, that's so good.
That'd be another thing with if you did add more if you added profiling to Nightbot to hosted overlay.
That'd be really cool.
Because that's like I use. So Isaiah's hosted overlay that he made for me.
Fellow Helldiver?
He can
What was
it? He can. What was it? Oh, he can do alerts through it, but I actually still do my alerts through Stream Elements. Hey, thanks for the sub. Yeah. I'm sorry that's not Sephiroth. Maybe I'll change it while Isaiah plays or something.
Should we do?
Definitely stories so far. I think.
All right.
A good refresh.
All right.
There is so much to tell. Where should I even start?
Who is this?
With all that we saw.
I don't know, actually.
Is it Red 13?
Oh, yeah, probably. Maybe?
Sounds kind of.
What we felt. This planet of ours. Destiny. Our part in it. Best to start at the beginning, perhaps.
I feel like anytime I see a bird flying, I think of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, a little bit.
City of Mako.
It is Red 13.
It's
according to Eddie.
Okay.
Power company.
Can you imagine if like SoCal Gas had this kind of power?
Processed it for industry.
Yeah, them and Spectral gonna team up.
Our world was dying, and so few could hear her cries for mercy.
Look at that high-res iris.
I'll say, if you like high resolution, this is the game for you.
Yeah, man. All of these is all I knew in the little pixelated PS1 era Final Fantasy VII. Cloud coming in on that train.
Cloud Strife, an ex-soldier hired by the Resistance to destroy Reactor 1.
Oh my god!
When do I unlock the heart of the world of Midgard?
Dude, if you can unlock the Keyblade in this, that's the thing. You don't know what's coming up. They could change whatever they want about this, you know?
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4 is in the works.
One said to symbolize.
Oh my god. They take it and they do it. Honestly, that'd be kind of, if they did like a pixel art demake, that'd be kind of cool.
Reactor 1 gone.
I can get with that.
Set their sights on Mako Reactor 5.
Why do you have
Unfortunately,
Barrett big ass climbing through that air vent? He gonna get stuck.
The company was able to draw the wool over the people's eyes. And in the end, destroyed Sector 7, killing thousands and laying the blame at Avalanche's feet. Though dear friends were lost,
What if
had no time to grieve.
Pokemon Legends AZ is really just Midgar.
Honestly, it did kind of look like Midgar, right?
They did a crossover.
Shinra's obsession was within reach. The fabled promised land.
Okay, let's see if this post went out. Okay, I couldn't think of a good caption for it. Oh yeah, a little Aerith.
Little baby Aerith.
Only she
I feel like that dude didn't age.
to paradise.
No, all these evil guys aren't aging. You think it's the Mako?
Shinra building.
Maybe.
The
They're
company's
juicing?
beating heart.
That's gotta be it.
It was here that I, another prisoner,
Alright, yeah.
their
There you go,
story.
confirmed.
and assisted them in freeing Aerith.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say, this man just started blasting.
I've started using him way more in this game. I'm like, fuck the magic. We're just gonna.
Face to face
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
with thought dead.
That's me.
Vaunted war hero.
Whoa. Sephiroth's in the room with us, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have been here a little bit earlier, but I was trying to make a TikTok and I failed to finish it.
Stars and
Of
of our plight.
me singing "Hissed by Meg Thee Stallion" as Sephiroth.
Eventually, we too
Oh my
made
god,
good
I
our
hope there's no more
escape.
car scenes.
Pursuing troopers defeated, we raced for Midgar's edge.
So why didn't you like the? I figured you would. I don't know. It's very anime. You didn't like the motorcycle fight.
No, it was so boring.
Once again,
Because you can only do like 2 moves.
I remember you watching me play that, and I was so embarrassed by
Because
like,
it wasn't
how
good.
bad it. You mean the best part of Remake, says Eddie? I thought it was hella cheesy. I was like, this is the corniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I have since eased on my distaste for the anime energy of Final Fantasy because I played Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get the tone more
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry. 5 attacks, not 2.
Destiny's
You had like 5
crossroads.
attacks.
Every moment
I still think it was maybe a little too cheesy, but it's like, yeah, it's sorry. I'm okay now.
was wielded. To fight them was to break free.
See, this looks really cool.
Were you surprised? Well, actually, no, we talked about this because when Isaiah first played this, I was watching him play Remake, and when he walked through that little hole, he's like, "Is that the end of the game?" And I'm like, "Nah, you got like an hour left." So,
Which is crazy.
His rival.
But then we actually see the one-wing danger.
yeah. And then it was like, then you're like, "This is the end of Kingdom Hearts too," and I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, there was a
Shackles of destiny
that
broken.
slow down,
Stood
blinding
before the
light,
unknown.
slash
A
kind of
world
thing.
of
Big
boundless
monster.
freedom.
Also, I hope they do this in this game. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Do they actually
Hey,
make
thanks for the
it so
follow.
that the Buster Sword is like
Beyond where fate
fucking
could
cool
follow,
and like what you want to
and a
use
new
throughout the
journey
game?
began.
Or am I still swapping it immediately to whatever the next weapon is because it's just stronger
Yeah.
than the titular sword?
Yes.
Look, it's on your start screen.
I'm using the
And you
second
were-
one they gave
oh
me.
my gosh. Well,
Some people
Say
claim,
hi
like
to
I was talking to my colleagues at MinMax, and then, oh yeah, you fucking bitch, go ahead, claim your shit. I'm such a hater for this because I played Remake on a different account. Like at one point I was doing this thing where I was using a work account versus like my personal PlayStation account. So I beat this game on like I think my work account and not my. So I don't have access to that anymore because I don't know, don't log in there or like whatever. Anyway, the TLDR is I don't have save data for it, and I didn't do the interlude, which you didn't either. But you'll still get this thing.
Face sharing. I don't. It's not that I want a more epic motorcycle scene.
The Buster Sword is plenty strong because of the weapon upgrading. Eddie, did you fucking make this game? Why are you defending this game? Why are you taking the game's side? Yeah, I was, to your point though, Eddie, like, my peers at MinMax were very like, oh, well, you want to use different swords for different things because, like, some of them have, like, better stagger or better whatever, like, blah, blah. I personally, like, I'm a numbers go up person, so I, like, ditch the Buster Sword basically immediately because
Oh,
I
yeah.
think its weapon ability,
Yeah.
it might be stagger related, which staggering is one of the main things you do in the game, but I just didn't, I don't think it was better than just having more attack on the
Correct.
second weapon.
Yes. I think in a game where your party inherently you are slotting people into certain roles, like, oh, this is the healer, this is the range, this is the magic, blah, 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 then it's like, it doesn't make sense for me to use a B tier across the board sword when I can have one that's an S tier at attack and I got someone
Yeah.
else who's S at sort of tanking. You know what I mean? Like, it just...
I'd be curious. It's too hard to poll, Eddie, but I'd be curious how many people actually play that way, though, because, like, I don't. Like, maybe more people do, and they're like, oh, I'm, like, heavier into the RPG. Like, I don't know, the number up. Like
Viable
yeah,
is
but,
fair.
like, I get you can do that stuff, and that's kind of cool, but, like,
Oh,
I don't
man,
think.
it's really picking up where the game left off.
Yeah, which I think is very cool. I mean, it's kind of like no shit, like the game picks up where it left off, but like it really picks up where it left off, and I like that aspect of this opening.
Oh, they're making me again.
When I'm still like, and I again, y'all, I've not beaten this game yet. I am a good chunk of chapters in. Genuinely, nothing has really happened. I could not spoil this game for you if I wanted to.
On the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed.
But part of me wonders if at one point the game's gonna be a dream or some shit.
Oh man.
Reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings,
trying to blame
followed by
Avalanche.
the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sector
Yeah, it's a
0,
really
1,
good-looking
and
game.
2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement.
So you're telling me Fortnite to look
declaring
like
the tornado to be quote,
I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, Jacob Geller describes this as a blank check video game. He's like, it just looks so good. Like, it just, you could tell it was made with like a gajillion dollars.
Into the
Sure.
matter.
Like a Dragon also looks really good. For like,
I mean,
for a lot of things.
it
doesn't
does
this
look good.
But
It does look good. It's a good. Well, here's the thing. Like a Dragon looks good, but I don't think it looks so good that I would go out of my way to
Sure.
mention that it looks good. Other than like the style of the Ultimates. I think the Ultimates are very stylish.
this is detailed. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's maybe not so much to me art direction good, but execution.
Yeah, like it's just really good graphics. Like,
Look at this rubble. Each
and I feel like it looks just as
Oh,
good
so good.
when you're playing. But the question is, are you going to be playing in performance mode or quality mode? Because
That is true.
Or performance
Sword
or-
is
yeah, quality.
10x cooler. I will probably play in whatever's gonna make it look the best.
okay, I think that's to me that's the quality / graphics mode.
Yes, not performance.
Because it looked kind of, I thought it looked kind of ugly outside of that.
Generally, I like performance. Don't get me wrong, but I don't even know if this TV does 4K 60. And so it's like, all right, well, I might as well just get a higher res 4K and keep it pushing.
Also, the music
Why do I
just
care?
eats so
I don't know
much.
who this is yet. You didn't introduce this person to me yet.
Yeah, but he's your friend.
I don't know that.
He's holding you like a friend or like a lover. You know,
He's got my sword.
you can't carry it because your ankle is twisted.
Also, this didn't happen at the end of 7.
This is only the most recent in a series
Is it
of
stable 30? Actually, it did. Yeah, he was there at the end of 7. Zach,
He wasn't with you.
but he was there.
I mean, I guess.
He was coming to get you. That was how I read it. I don't know offhand. I assume it's
I
stable
was
30.
healthy. We walked away. We were just walking out.
I felt like you weren't doing so well. I don't know.
This must be a flashback. That's what I'm gonna go in this as.
amidst the wreckage of the expressway.
And it says Zach was with Cloud at the end of Remake. That's what I thought.
No, he wasn't. He was by himself.
I'm gonna look it up on YouTube on my phone. I saw Zach. Zach was there, right?
They showed
Okay.
Zach coming towards Midgard, but he was not with the party.
Everyone's saying yes, he was.
No, they even
They
did the whole
also said-
montage cross thing where like they faded one into the other.
They said that you should also pay me $100. So not with the party, but with Cloud.
Oh yeah, sure. It's like again a flashbacky thing.
No, it wasn't flashbacky. It was like that was then.
I don't think that was then.
I'm gonna show you the clip. Yeah, Zach and Cloud walked past Cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not. Well, it's like he was there with Cloud. We don't know what to walk up past. Like, oh, was it? You know what I mean?
He was with Cloud. He wasn't there with Cloud, is what I'm saying. The there is the issue I have.
All right, this is
There
gonna
is
be
a moment in time
all
where
right.
he was
Welcome
with
to the
Cloud.
next 100 hours. But yeah, so that's this. Like, oh, here he is.
Okay, so this is the past. Or distant future.
I mean, he's with Cloud.
he is with a Cloud. Not our Cloud, not my Cloud, all right?
Excuse me.
That's up to you to hold in your mind.
Too much Mako, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, this is when they're still soldiers, I'm assuming.
This is now-ish. This is like after the last game.
This right here?
Yeah, this is after the last game.
That doesn't make sense.
Chess, this scene is where Zach and Cloud were heading when they passed your party at the end of Remake.
Sure. But when was that?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like...
At the beginning of the scene. Well, he means more like when was that in the time, in space-time
yes.
continuum?
Like, this is... All of this...
Like, he's like, is this an alternate timeline? Is this the timeline?
I think this is the past.
You know?
I think this is like... They're soldiers. They're coming back from some mission or something.
Well, yeah,
And we're
that's the
getting
thing.
a
It is
little bit
now.
of-
Because, like, he just watched, as Eddie points out, the report of the plate falling. Like, even if you think this is an alternate timeline, this is now. This is after Remake. The plate fell.
How do we know the plate didn't fall before?
So you think the plate fell twice?
I mean,
they
maybe.
put the plate back up and it fell? I assume that's the thing we don't know.
So we don't know what happens between
Eyepiece.
them walking out of Midgard and coming back. We saw that. Oh, there was a little flashbacks with Zach where he was like, "Oh, we fight these people and whatnot," but like, we don't know what happens to the party. We just know that they leave Midgard, and all of a sudden Zach's coming back with Cloud. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
I missed something big at the end of Remake. What?
What do you mean you missed something big at the end of
Unless yeah, maybe it was the DLC.
Yeah, so you agree this is you get that this is after.
I don't agree with that, but I'm accepting it.
Okay. Chad says it's a bait and switch. That scene was originally the end of Crisis Core, but now it's different.
Get away from her! He's got a bust.
Just start swinging on people. Don't you asking all these questions.
Yeah, like this we weren't on a plane with it or a helicopter. I want to know what happened. I want the history.
Well, there's like a small little thing.
What happened in that DLC? They really make you want to go back and play it.
Well, I will say, no, the DLC is not relevant here. So this is interesting. The idea of does the plot make sense? And Eddie's saying it's presenting questions that don't have answers yet, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. So here's the thing. I think Rebirth is for me, at least as someone that only played Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth is the first time where I agree with that sentiment, Eddie. Like, I think I get the questions it's presenting, like, what's time? What's, like, the timeline? Like, what's, fate in the future, in the present, past, yeah, I get that. Cool. Cool. I will say the first game, I think it's not that it necessarily doesn't make sense. I think it's not well told if you don't know the original game. Which, like, I think that's kind of what they were going for. Like, this was a game for, like, people that played the original game. And Rebirth is the first time where I feel like, okay, now anyone can kind of start to pieces together. But it is very, like, it's a lot of time investment to, like, Rebirth is the first time I feel like I'm going to get any payoff. Where I'm like, that's why she looks like a cowboy. Because without that, it doesn't mean anything. Like, a lot of the big things that happen in Remake do not mean anything to you because you did not play the original game. Which, I guess it just depends on if you care about that, right? It's like, I think a lot of people don't because they played the original game, but as someone that didn't, I was like, I wouldn't say this story was,
All of it.
the sad music. You're supposed to feel sad here, Isaiah. That's why they're playing the music.
Oh man, I feel heartbroken.
Okay, I'm back. So that means they were together before.
Yeah.
He did not clean anything off her cheek
He
at all. He made it
worse.
dirtier. Okay, hold on.
Man,
I'm
just
like
dropping
re-putting things
materia.
together.
Yo, she blinked out.
That's that white
She got
materia.
the white gold, rose gold, yellow gold. So they somehow have a history?
Taking only the end. Okay, hold on.
Seeing as we've got the time, want to tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
This is what we need in the beginning of
If
remake.
Tifa doesn't
This
mind.
this part of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
Oh, we gotta get to what?
Now this is
5
5 years
years
ago.
ago.
This is 5 years ago.
16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then. And the little
Okay,
there
so
was,
this
it was
is
boring as hell.
cool.
What you're seeing right now is 5 years
Yes.
ago.
Then,
Yes.
out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came.
But they're not in the car telling the story.
Correct, but you'll
This
see.
is the story.
Yes,
I'm
but
living. I'm seeing the story.
Yes, but that'll be clear in like a few seconds when you see inside the car, where it's like, oh, clear they're not in there. Chapter 1, Fall of Hero. Okay, so Eddie said, taking only the end of remake, when we see Zack fighting the soldiers at the end, he survives the fight, which he did
yes.
not survive in the original canon. In
Zack
that
survives the
yes,
fight? Okay.
In that scene, we see Scraps the dog printed on a piece. Okay. We see Scraps the dog printed on a piece of litter floating by, but it's completely different than the Scraps the dog we saw throughout remake. Who Scraps the dog? Those two things together imply that this Zack and Cloud exist on a separate timeline than the one you played in remake.
It's really coming down.
But also, like, how would you know that if you didn't play the original?
timeline?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like the.
Feeling any better?
Wait, pause really quick.
Good.
Like one of the comments with like the end of the last game, it's like, oh, like we fucked up the timeline. The timeline got all fucked up or whatever. It's like I don't know. It's like Marvel energy, really. Which I know Final Fantasy people are gonna get mad because it's such an old game, but like I don't know. Yeah, that's it. It's like multiverse kind of. This is like Final Fantasy in the multiverse of madness, basically.
Okay.
That's how I read it. That's how I distill it down. The game slows down when Scraps passes by, making it seem like a big deal. Yeah, but like, and that's like, it is what it is. But like, you're not gonna get that if you didn't. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, you can continue.
Sure.
But I appreciate the explanation. But like, that's the thing that's like, I find really frustrating in remake. It's like none of it ends up meaning anything. So
Yeah, because those. I mean. I
yeah,
guess
you're not
we'll
gonna
find
get
out,
that. But I will say with remake alone, I think someone did have to tell me that it's like the alternate. Because I think I didn't play those other games, so why would I know that Zack is a new Zack or whatever? But
Ready to do this?
even without that, I think this intro specifically really helps make a lot of things clear.
Why did I play the first game? That's what I want to know.
Honestly, you played the first game so that after this section, you'll know what's going on.
But will I?
Yeah, I would say you do. At least like to a base understanding.
All right.
I feel like this it's me.
Sorry. No can do.
Kids. Timelines are crossing.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point. Because if it's another
Oh, yeah,
one
look
of
at
those
Baby
charge
Cloud.
gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first. What do? Call a ceasefire with Wutai. Stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor.
Yeah.
Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends in our 12.
Let's go.
He's the baby.
You know what this feels like? And I guess even this, I don't know the full context of it because I still need to watch the show.
Sure.
But this feels like Rick and Morty, where like there's that one universe where they kill everyone,
Okay.
and then they just like replace a Rick and Morty from a different alternate universe, and just the show is just it just continues.
Oh, I think I kind of remember that
You know what I
happening.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, cool. So like we really are just jumping universes, but continuing the timeline as if it was one solid thread.
Yes,
from it.
and I don't know if that's
sure.
what they're gonna do here, but so my like.
No way. I got this.
Also, tell me this ain't sweet. Tell me being Sephiroth ain't sweet.
Why is it taking me so many hits?
You're telling me
I'm supposed to be Sephiroth.
You're
I'm
telling
supposed to be the one-winged angel. Why am I slicing and dicing? It should be sliced. And that's it.
it probably should just be sliced. I think that'd be a little more powerful.
He's supposed to be one of the most badass soldiers that ever exists. It did look cool though.
Right? And then like playing as Sephiroth, I'm like, I'm sorry, am I supposed to hate this guy? He's sweet as fuck. Like, this is so much more fun than Ming Cloud.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
Yeah. Present.
So this is present day. No, I'm just gonna over-explain everything.
That's where they built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra.
Could you
The
imagine?
company sent help.
Just monsters?
There's bears in our backyard. Let me call PG&E to come out.
Well, not just bears. There's bears with like shark fangs
They have sharp fangs.
and fins or something. Because these are monsters. They're not just like
Sure.
animals.
All
But yeah.
there's
No, calling PG&E would be wild.
Home sweet home, right? Tell me, how does it feel? I have no family, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents, though, right?
He's such a baby. Look how baby he is.
Nova. She died shortly after I was born. My father,
Sure.
Oh, there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm getting to that.
Yeah, the hot tamale to your Sephiroth.
Oh my gosh.
why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hey, baby.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
My machete order that I want to propose for people is to play the demo of this game, because this section that you're playing now is a demo, essentially. Then play Remake, then come back and play the rest of Rebirth, because you'll understand a lot more, and I think it actually makes Remake make sense if you've never played any of the other games. It's a little chaotic, but it literally makes everything, and it would make like the beginning of Remake hit so much harder. Cause there's like callbacks to like this basically that like that don't make any sense if you like didn't know anything about anything.
So here I'm level 40.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take note of that. I better not drop down.
See, but like that's the obvious order though, Eddie. That's the thing. Like, oh yeah, of course if you play 7 and then you play Remake, Remake will make sense. You know what I mean? Like, the road of least resistance is that first bit and then this bit. But yeah, of course if you play 7, like, the whole point is like the way it's rewriting 7.
Soldier, good to see you.
So maybe this is.
How about a taste of home before you go?
Oh, which I guess that kind of does work in the names, right? It's like, oh, Remake is.
Wait a minute.
Well, even that's not a
Is
1-to-1
that
remake
Cloud?
of 7.
Wait, what's
But
up?
it's like
Should have let us know you'd be paying us.
7 Remake
Yeah.
is the original 7 timeline, and then Rebirth is like the alternate timeline. Is that kind of what?
Not really, because
They're
well,
doing that?
I guess someone who I played. Well, Eddie, you played the
This is
old
gonna
one,
bother
so you
me,
can
so I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to be a pain with it, chat, and
you
keep
can.
coming
Someone who
back to
played
it.
can comment more on that. It's clear in remake that like it's different. I don't know if it's only clear at the end because I didn't play like the old one. But the thing is though, like my beef with like, oh, play original 7 then play the new one. I feel I'm against playing an original when I'm gonna play the remake just to like see the differences. Like, I don't know. Like, they said it's the remake of the game, so like let me just play this game.
So how did it feel being back up there?
Oh yeah, that's where me and Tifa were hanging out.
Yeah.
Nostalgic, I guess. After 2 years away and all that.
2 years.
Remake was already different enough. Okay, cool. Which I get, like, well, remake wasn't really remake, but they called it remake, so I'm like, I'm kind of just this is the life I'm gonna live now.
Okay.
But also, what I think is kind of fun now, since remake the series is changing shit up, the one fun thing about this is now like original fans and new fans can converge into having a new experience, which I think is pretty cool.
Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too. Yeah. Go on.
Hey, see Mama Cloud?
Yeah, you've seen Mama Cloud before, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
My
she was in
dad
the
died when
remake.
I was a kid.
Very
So after I
briefly.
left for Midgar. She was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years.
He was like thinking of her at one point, and like you see this little scene.
First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Mama. It's funny because obviously that's his mom, but they look so similar.
Oh, why
Like-
is she Claudia?
Claudia, you're right.
Let me get a good look at you. My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Oh yeah, so she was like, "Yo, you got bitches on you, huh?"
You know, there's all
Yeah.
kinds of temptations in the big city.
My son a man.
Then she's like, don't be fucking with them thotties.
If I
Yeah,
knew you'd found
you
a
better
good
watch
girl,
out.
one who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
Don't go having no babies.
I can take care of myself.
Oh, Mom,
More
stop.
mature girl. I could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
I mean, that kind of just sounds like a mom,
They are
but
treating you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son.
RTO.
Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
Can I touch it?
You went to my place?
Oh, they were neighbors. All right.
I figured you might be there.
Wait a second. You two were
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
damn.
He's saying it quite.
I like Barrett because he kind of like, he gives the vibe of like, Tifa,
cat
this
tree?
guy isn't good
God
enough for you,
damn.
but like, I guess I'll support you. Oh yeah, that's a good ass cat tree. I didn't notice that. Yo, her family was bougie.
Remember my cat?
Her name was...
Yeah, my
Fluffy,
foot's
I
all in
think.
his food.
Yeah. She was always disappearing.
Oh, I didn't get this part of the
And
game.
That day was no different.
I missed the bowl of food.
Wow.
Also, you know what? I think I forgot to go to her house too.
Extended lore.
Yeah, I'm getting extra lore here. Yeah, I didn't go here at all. I forgot that I could go here, or I didn't notice that I could go here.
Camera's still terrible.
Well, it gets like unnecessarily close.
Yeah. This is
At times. Like, At times. Like in these, I think specifically when you're in tight corridors, it gets a little.
Okay. Twin beds. Unhappy marriage.
I missed the orthopedic underwear. Yeah, I did. I kind of saw that vaguely in the. I was looking at the comments on the Deepest Dive, and people were talking about like, I know Ben mentioned something about granny panties or something. Like what?
To my room?
They did.
Damn, that's fucked up. Welcome to MTV's Room Raiders.
My stuff?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I know I shouldn't have.
Ooh.
Cloud! You asshole!
This is so funny. I didn't get any of this content. Oh my god, so cute! Look at the little stuffed animal she has.
Yeah.
Damn it! Wait, look at her bed again. Is she falling out the bed? Like, why has she got those pillows there?
It's a little safety net.
What's up, Mr. Hawks? How's it going? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like she's always rolling out of bed by accident. That's so funny.
Did you actually play it?
See, I missed this part of the game. I was wondering, like, hoes were talking about they played the piano. Yeah, I missed the piano. That's where y'all found the piano at? Because I was wondering where that piano was.
Hey, Mr. Hawks.
All right. No fat, how can you review game if you did not see everything? I know, my fucking casual 30 hours of 6 chapters of this fucking game. The full review.
Alright. Is it just this?
Oh yeah, you can change like the, so if you hit R2, you can change like the semitones to make like sharps and flats and stuff.
Sure.
And you can change like the octave and all that. Play the Kingdom. Play. Oh, nice. I think it's with the white keys.
It's definitely. Anyways. All right,
I think it's mostly the white keys. I have some sheet music if you want. I got Happy Birthday over there.
Nah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't see everything.
Yeah, no, I missed this.
Make a splash on your vacation. Wow.
Where'd you learn
She's
to
got
do
a little
that?
vacation posters.
Hey, you gotta play for us sometime.
Well, shit. You're a merc of many talents.
She's got a cute little room.
Looks like
So, what's the deal with these like this underwear thing? Is that like in her mom's room? Like, I don't understand where that comes up.
Here, we can go back and look. I keep wanting to run.
Or is it just the joke that like, oh, she had like, you know, underwear in her cabinet or something? Dun, 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 dun,
Not seeing
dun.
anything here.
Oh, in the OG7, you find orthopedic underwear and TV. All right, why y'all keep talking about this other game? We live in the now. I guess they took out her old underwear. Which honestly, I mean, that's probably the best. Like, it's already kind of creepy to like look through her room. So to like raid her underwear drawer is it's a little weird. It reads as fucked up, you know?
That's enough. Please, go back to your homes.
City folk
Don't make any trouble for
Sephiroth. You have to catch these hands.
A soldier.
And you are?
Yo,
Richard
Cloud's about to get rocked.
A humble traveler of the world and teacher of martial arts to the youth.
Yeah.
Nah, he's taking it too far.
Well toned, but lacking mass.
Ugh.
You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
Yeah, the waist grab is crazy.
I have many pupils your age. At last count, 128.
His Is Tifa one of them?
In fact,
Is that how she
one
learned
of
to
them
fight?
is from this very village.
Ah, probably.
Perhaps you know her.
Yep. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
A real talent, that one. She'll go far.
That's how she'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
I'd be interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights.
All right, square up.
You just slice him in half.
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
Something really funny that I saw on Twitter was, wait, go back
Didn't
down
notice
real
at the
quick.
time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Tell me why one of my dumbass, I don't know what you call it if you follow them, friends, I guess, I don't know, went on Twitter and said, took a screenshot of here, and they said, you see, this support beam wasn't in the original game. Like, y'all need to shut up.
It is a random support beam. There's only one, and it's right in front of the desk.
That shit was so funny.
You know what? I'm on his side.
Yeah, they might be a mutual. I think it was Imran. It might have been Imran. It was somebody. Yeah, it would be Imran's fucking RPG ass. But I don't remember who it was. That's me looking longingly out the window.
Oh my god.
This landscape.
This game is gonna be infinitely long, isn't it?
I could swear I've seen it before.
You okay?
Give me an ibuprofen.
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right, will do.
I'm giving Isaiah a more immersive experience by being pretending to be Sephiroth and acting out all the scenes.
Who needs 3 gaming?
Yeah, we have 3D gaming at home. He's so dramatic.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited, too nervous.
Was pretty much the same for me.
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
You know what happened the last time she went up there. That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
He didn't wake him?
Nah.
Damn.
Cloud was busy eating his fucking an egg McMuffin or some shit.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
He baby.
Brian!
Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Damn, just Tifa's dad. That's it.
You can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin!
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You can get
Yeehaw.
hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
For posterity, sir?
Not today.
Can you talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on, where's the harm in that?
Even though baby Tifa and Cloud look kind of creepy, I would play like Final Fantasy VII Juniors or whatever. It's just them as like little babies.
Thanks.
Say cheese.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
One more.
Yeah, I guess we were. For a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry, is this not the best character in this game? Like, come on.
The reactor was halfway up.
Top
Mount
2
Eden.
not to.
I was looking forward to breathing that crisp.
With
clean air.
Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Sephiroth.
Sprinting. Hold R2 or that. Sprint. Okay. Cool.
Mary says the part when Sephiroth asks Cloud how it feels to be back home, and then it's like, the fuck, never mind, had me weak. And Eddie, Cloud, did you enjoy your Christmas as a child? I never had a Christmas before. Yeah, no, definitely.
Why PG&E just leaving boxes out here in the wild? Yes, the opening credits while you go somewhere in a very scripted way.
But our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Evil on the map.
I will say I like how fast the leading NPCs run.
Who could tire of it?
Everyone.
Are you trying to outrun her?
I could, but I don't want to.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips.
Just you wait.
Business trips, which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
Tifa's like, man, it must be so cool to play games for a living.
She's in that weird in-between run speed.
Fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves as
I think if you try to outrun her, I don't think you can.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like that.
I'm not even close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
Huh. Guess you really are the best there is.
They let you... So it seems like they won't let you pass her, but that's arguably worse because now I just don't know where to go. Like I can get in line with her.
He says they move stupidly fast. It's creepy.
Like random. I didn't know these soldiers were there. Actually, they're not soldiers. They're just Shinra.
Yeah.
Soldiers.
Yeah, they're like. I guess they're still soldiers. Yeah.
They're not capital S soldiers.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are like a better tier because you don't have the hats or something, or like.
Because we're like what A or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Seen those near the village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that.
Fighting as Cloud.
Let's finish this. Bye. Now. You're done.
So much the same combat. I like it. I like it.
That was awesome.
You think?
Trophy
If
hunters.
this is how it's going to be. There doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
Let's see.
I'm gonna see
Where
if I
are
can
we
make that
going? They didn't
Sephiroth
say
audio.
anything yet, right?
You're. Oh god, I think they did say like, because you're like going up to I think just clear the way of monsters.
Oh, okay.
Basically, like there's monsters in the area, and I think you're just like clearing them out, something like that.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Command. Cool. Yeah, so this is, still pretty much
Let's finish.
same
Gotta
combat.
say, that one felt pretty good.
Yeah, pretty much. There's like a couple small tweaks with like being able to parry whenever you want. There's other stuff that will reveal itself like later, like as you progress, but.
Is that Mako?
Bam, bam, bam.
So they're getting into the actual, like, which I guess makes sense, flashback, like the history of the world.
I mean, a little bit, but you kind of already know, like,
Come on, soldier.
Mako runs everything.
Sure, yeah.
It's an additional layer.
Just you watch.
Let's block incoming attacks. Get out of the way. Block.
Yay.
Well, that's that.
Cool.
Yeehaw. Oh yeah, are we still going to dinner?
Meal. 7:10. Probably not then. I think it's just a little too tight.
Or we can stop whenever.
No, it's fine. It seems like it was already a little too late by the time I read it.
Take it away.
Let's finish this. Bye.
Go back and forth.
You're done.
Why did it glitch out like that?
Well done,
Thank you.
Troopers.
Yeah.
I got the rest.
Oh, you can already use your abilities and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I like triple slash more for like aerial stuff because
Let's finish this. Time to get serious. See ya.
I also felt like I was just trying to hit a pinata during this section of the game. I was like, oh, this is when we have like a lot of vertical. That's one thing that I wish. That's one thing Sora has that I wish Cloud had. Like Cloud can't like go up. I mean, he can with certain abilities, but he doesn't really go up on his own.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You'd better.
Cool.
Why is Sephiroth always hitting you with the smize? Like, why can't he ever just look regular? He's always just like...
Yeah.
And I know he's taller than everybody else, but he's always like, why? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, hold attack to jump into the air.
Or, I mean, his attack will let him follow aerial enemies.
Gotcha. Materia. Okay, it's just talking about materia. Is it different?
No, I don't think so. Or you can hit yes if you want.
Yeah,
it might just show you in the menu or something. Yeah, it just kind of has you like do it.
Okay.
You can figure this out on your own, but like you just press like all buttons and it's fine.
Okay, got assess. Always nice.
I love assess. I was bummed that I found some assess earrings like yesterday, and I thought they would just be earrings that let me assess, so I could like not use the materia, but it just lets it so that like when you assess everything on the battlefield at once, which is still like, I guess worth it, but I was a little less enthused. So that's what the assess was.
Bring it on.
You get it too. I don't know if you could do that before.
You're done.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
So efficient. Ooh, I hate the cold. Brr.
Let's finish this. Piece of cake.
Oh, it's because I had BBO.
Yeah.
Cool. Little boxy box over here.
Nah, it's a table. See if you can break it. Just for fun. Yeah, you can always flip it, you know, as in break.
I'll take it. Some pretty...
Look at the baby.
Can I just cast cure? I can?
Yeah.
Nice.
You can always.
You could do that before.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 99%. Check. Let me know if that's not true, but I'm pretty sure you can. Because again, that's all I do is that kind of stuff. I'm not using almost any items ever. I'm just curing outside of battle. I always leave cure on Cloud, and then I usually also put a cure on Aerith. And I make Aerith my healer, but like I don't know if Aerith dies or if Aerith's not with me, I can still cure people with Cloud.
You have Cloud the revive, and then you just keep.
You know what's funny? I don't know if I got. Oh, you mean the like the revive like item?
Yeah. All right, let's see if you can.
If it's a fight you want.
I don't think you jump it.
I think Eddie just means like maybe once you latch to one enemy, if you hold it down, because he doesn't really like latch to people. I personally use triple slash almost exclusively for aerial enemies. I know Braver can technically do it too, and like Braver's more effective when you're in the air, but you also need to be close enough to do the Braver move. Like I don't really think you hit him. Yeah, so like I would do triple slash mostly. Hey Joe, what's up? Oh, hey, Janet. Oh, sorry. I thought this was Jan's stream. I actually see a Sephiroth stream. My bad. Well, I'm not giving you back the sub, so thank you, Joe.
Oh, I finally got into the air.
Yeah.
You're high.
Yeah, I just slash it, triple slash it out, because he just doesn't get up there, really.
I do wish there was improvement around this.
Yeah, my personal solution is I just use other people for like more aerial enemies, and I do use triple slash. Triple slash does do the job.
Again, it's not. You're
and
right.
you like magnetize to the enemy too, so it's like you can't miss with triple slash.
You're not wrong, but
you wish you were Sora.
I wish I felt sweet, and I don't feel sweet.
Well, I feel like I wonder if they purposely put enemies that you can barely hit, so that you would feel bad about yourself. I don't know, because I felt like I was like, wow, it really was a while since I played the last game because I felt trash in this section personally. Sephiroth. I do like the oh shit! Man, I didn't even see that up there. What the fuck?
No.
Damn, no, I'm hating.
Eagle-eyed eye. That's what they call me.
Yeah. They call him Eagle Isaiah. Man, you getting fucking free materia and shit? I was about to comment on that though. Not to I don't know, put words in your mouth, but like how do you feel about like the traversing? Like I feel like the traversal is so much smoother in this. Like you can like actually grab. I feel like in the last game you wouldn't be able to grab that item without like looping around 8 different ways.
That could be true. I haven't felt enough to make me think it's better, but it is different.
Elite gamer Isaiah, yeah.
Bridge is out.
The bridge is out. The bridge is out. So
what does that mean?
Do you want me to tell you?
It's a dead end.
Okay.
Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Yeah, she kind of just told the answer, so it's fine.
All right.
So what do you think you're gonna do? Are you gonna finish Like a Dragon, and then play this, and then play like Infinite Wealth, or like?
I guess I'm definitely not gonna stop Like a Dragon for this.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's that much different than Remake yet, and I think I'm having way more fun with Like a Dragon than I did Remake. So
yeah,
I definitely am gonna finish Like a Dragon. But after that, I guess I can see you coming to this and then bouncing to Infinite Wealth.
We'll reunite Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
This way.
Who knows? Maybe
Gotta
I
make a detour through a Shinra facility.
do a straight shot through the rest of Infinite Wealth, just to like kind of really.
Careful, don't go too fast, because then you're gonna lap me on this game.
Well, I would have to lap you on this game, exactly.
You might, because you go way faster than me. I mean, the fact that you beat Remake in 50 hours, it took me 70. Joe says, like Dragon Praise in the 7 stream, a man after my own heart.
I got you, Togus.
Also, Joe wants to know, what do you have any deep thoughts about how every character in this game is really hot?
I guess not. I hadn't thought about it. Is every character in this game kind of hot?
I guess the dog is
hot. Yes. Well, the dog's got that Scar kind of vibe to him, which is like that bad boy. You know
Are you in the Scars hot camp of the internet?
I don't know if I would say I'm in that camp of the internet, but I can understand that is an appeal. Thank you. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Chat says Wedge has left the chat. Oh yeah, you know how I said about like the darkness and the light in games? They took it too seriously. Okay, wait, do it again. Oh, step into the darkness, and then I'll tell you when to go. So I had this conversation, I'll try to make this short, about why don't games have like our eyes adjust to the light? And Final Fantasy VII said, I got you, go ahead. Boom.
Oh man, crazy.
Scars can be asking the important questions. Yeah, I guess, who are the two hottest and the two nottest of Final Fantasy VII, the franchise?
I mean, I guess Sephiroth's hot, but he's like that pretty boy hot. Like, it's like
they're all pretty boy hot, except for
like,
Barrett.
Oh, okay.
He's more like gruff hot, if you want to say Barrett's hot.
Sephiroth is hot the way Tifa's hot, where it's like, oh yeah, no shit. If you just
so you would put him in has boobs, has bulge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, not even that. He's like Goja hot, which I don't know how.
Who's Goja?
It's like an anime. Like he's like Gojo, Sasuke, Kakashi. It's like, oh cool.
Is that him?
Mr. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Like,
is it silver hair?
Yeah, you give someone white hair, all of a sudden they're the hot character. That's how you identify who the hot character is.
Sweet.
So he is hot. He's technically hot, yes, but he doesn't embody hotness.
Also, chat, same question. Put in two hot, two not. What do you got? Who's the hot and who's the not?
I'm gonna go with not hot, and it's not because of his weight. It's because of his baby face. What is his
Wedge.
name? Wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That man is a baby. He's a baby.
He is a baby.
Man.
He is a baby.
Honestly, I would say the one girl who was throwing it back to you, also in Avalanche, is probably
Jessie?
hotter. Yeah, I like Jessie more than Tifa.
Oh, so you're a Jessie best girl person.
Is that
People say, yeah, they'll be like, oh, who's your best girl?
Too, kinky-ish.
With Jessie best
like,
girl?
Yeah. It's a little too crossing that line.
What do you mean, like good girl? Kind of thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's more like, think of like animals, right? Like who's best boy, who's best. It's like that kind of thing.
It's good boy.
I guess.
And even then, now we're just comparing Jessie to a dog. Like, come on now.
Well, okay. First of all, they're not real, Isaiah. You don't have to be so tactful. I didn't realize that you were a Jessie person, because that was a big like conversation around like remake. Like, oh, everyone wants Tifa or Aerith. Like, I love Jessie. So, yeah. I mean, this is basically, it's like having Joe here. It's like you like Jessie, you like Yakuza. It's just like.
Oh man, you put Tifa over. I mean, again, Tifa is the stereotypical hot girl. I get that, but I'm not happy about it. God damn, this motherfucker got reach.
Me and Isaiah are brothers, for real.
Damn, and I ain't got shit. Damn, I can't do nothing. I want to get my ass beat.
Now you got it. Hit him. Block. Swing.
I ain't doing no
Did you assess
damage.
yet? Assess.
I did.
Oh, what's his shit? Put his
I just didn't have any real.
Oh, okay.
He was gonna hit me. Fuck.
It's like fire or something,
It's
right?
fire, but I gotta cure first.
Damn. Several just watching you get your ass beat. Everyone just watching you get your ass beat is so funny.
Oh.
Nice. There you go.
Okay, so that's what you mean. When...
Yeah, you can parry. And I think specifically he's an enemy that like one of his weakness is like parrying him, like really knocks him on his ass. Damn, shake and bake. Let's go. Damn. Yay.
Okay. See how motherfuckers just really stood back and let me.
Okay, so you got Jesse on the hot, Wedge on the not. Who's your second hot and your second not?
I'm gonna go. Oh, what's that? How do I get that?
I think we're on the other side.
But like,
can you?
maybe
Is
I
it
have to
blocked?
go up and then down?
Oh yeah, maybe. You can just break it or something, yeah.
All right. I guess we'll come back to it.
Oh my god, look at Sephiroth! That's so funny. It's just he was like moving a box by accident, like when the dude was just walking and like a box was moving.
Now I really want it. Now that I've seen it.
Look around.
Maybe I can jump down from there or something.
Yeah, look for a little. I'm sure there's a way to get it.
I'm afraid that if I go too far, then it's a point of no return.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Yeah. All right.
Wow, there you go. I forgot they added that. Chadley would be both of Genesis now.
See, I wouldn't put Chadley even in the conversation because even though he is a robot, he doesn't seem to be modeled after a child. So I feel like he's.
That is fair.
I think he's just exempt from any of these conversations.
He's
even though he is,
jail.
even though he'd be in child jail. Yeah, because he's a robot, but like he's made to look like he's like 12. So.
Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get
Man, who else is hot?
Chadley's overly hated for
Like,
real. What's up, Experimentaga? Thanks for the
loaded.
sub. Yeah, he'd be in the child jail. Yeah, if you're watching Min-Max's Thirst Council. We're on episode 3. Next week we go up for episode 4. I do think Wedge is probably the least hot character because of the baby face.
Oh wait, I don't know if
I think you gotta turn it on first. Love the Sephiroth main. How long did it take to get it done? Oh, this is all natural, man. I was born this way. The other thing's awake,
I assumed
actually.
I had to, like, bring it to it. Music okay. Do I have to just bring it closer?
Chadley has a monocle. He can't be that bad. The monocle is actually one of the. I forgot he had a monocle. Another hateable
So
thing.
slow. I really hope this is right.
So.
Okay, no.
There's often that conversation, which Chad, I'd love to know your guys' opinion about Final Fantasy Remake the series is obsession with gameplay for gameplay's sake.
Oh, this like sucks.
Yeah. And two early things that were pointed out as examples of that were one that Isaiah hasn't hit yet, and this one, the Mako vacuum. Thoughts on that general issue with gameplay for gameplay's sake? Funnily enough, this is actually an example of gameplay for gameplay's sake that I kind of enjoyed. I liked vacuuming up the Mako.
I wish I could move faster.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
It's very slow.
Are these legacy vacuums? I have heard of.
They're like, man, we gotta get these 2 hours again.
Yeah, it feels like the... See, hold on, though. Experimentago. It feels like the Yakuzification of the game. It would be that if it was good, but it's not. And here's the thing. I actually don't think... I actually disagree with that completely, because I personally don't feel like... I think that's true with the mini games. Yeah, I think you can argue, like, the segue, like, both games have a segue, you know, it's stuff like that. I think that's certainly fair. But these moments, like, I never feel like I'm in a dungeon in Yakuza, and granted, I've only played like a dragon, so I'm not a Yakuza expert, and now they're having me, like, turn a wheel really slowly. Like, I don't think that actually happens a lot in Yakuza. There's a lot of mini games, but I don't think there's a lot of, like, little stuff. Every time I heard complaints about this stuff, it did sound like a Yakuza moment. I think it depends on what people are complaining about. For me, it's more of the random sim moments that are thrown in. And in Yakuza, I don't, at least Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth, I just started it. I don't really feel that because I feel like the gameplay is like minigame gameplay. While this is more like...
Chore.
Yeah, it's like chore sim gameplay. Like, what if you, instead of turning on the wheel with just square, they're like, what if you had to tap square in specific intervals? And it's like, okay. Wasn't trying to play Yakuza in a poor light or praise RE2 Remake 2. Rebirth 2. Shit, God, it's so much stuff. So much that identified the drive to make the game that way came from. Well, some of it was in the original, right? Not to, though I don't want to become in the original bitch, because, like, I didn't play the original, and I feel like let's let the original go, but, like, because I think obviously it's related to the conversation of Rebirth, but at the same time, like, this is now its own kind of little suite of games. That is obviously enhanced by the original, and I think sometimes relies too much on the original to be comprehensible. I've been saying to people in my media chat that it's busy work, and a lot of it isn't used to drive a bigger, deeper understanding of appreciation of the world. Yeah, like I just feel like usually it's not that interesting. Sometimes it can be a little interesting. Like I think
Just thinking about crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Again, like remake spoilers.
I'm the guide here.
You get to like choose what part of like a boss to like deconstruct. I thought that was fun and meaningful. I think when it does have that additional meaning, it can be really fun. I've done the world intel stuff, which isn't a minigame but quests. And it's like, oh wow, comm lore. That's what I was dying to read. Yeah, I skip all the comm lore. Okay, so this scene, what does this remind you of? Because I have what it reminds me of.
First of all, this happened already in the first game.
Did it?
I feel like when you were fighting that one boss inside the thing, and then it was a cloud like fell to his death.
Yeah.
There's that. I'm pretty sure this happened in Resident Evil.
Hey, what's up, Haley? Good to see you.
Pretty sure this happened in Uncharted.
This reminds me of Shrek, the first Shrek, when they're going to the dragon's lair, and the bridge breaks on the way out.
Okay, sure.
Like that, I saw this. I was like, this is Shrek.
All right.
Yeah, Tifa in the cowboy outfit is so funny. Yeah.
Yeehaw, Tifa.
Tia.
Yeah, Uncharted 2. We got, Why do you pick her up like that? Hey!
By the wrist?
Like, it was just weird.
What do you mean? It was by the wrist? No?
It was, but I don't know. There was something just weird about it.
He kind of has like a robot.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Why can't he just stand up?
Him yelling like that? I know I'm an asshole for this. That shit had me rolling when I played this scene. Just the way he like yells for so long, and everyone just kind of like, damn, we fucked up. Flawless run ended. Sephiroth. Yeah, rip to the other guy. Yeah, I feel like I've played games that have better use of their quests to deepen the components of the A plot. Yeah, I was talking more about he's in Fate's hands now. In the original game, that shit is even sadder. Not even a Sephiroth simp, but Sephiroth.
Following the river.
4 out of 10, not enough wet Sephiroth in the game.
Going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
I know that fucking jacket's heavy as fuck from that.
He's definitely chafing. There is no way. This man's in skin tight leather. After having swam through a river,
We certainly can't.
And moisturize.
Okay.
My only beef. This is the only time his lips have been moisturized this whole game. My only beef with Sephiroth is that his lips are always chapped.
Good luck.
Oh wait, I missed it. What do you say?
Just record it and then go back. I think he just was like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk about this in your performance review."
Just like, I'll let you lead. I'm guessing.
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time for your performance review.
You kidding me?
Oh. Oh yeah.
Let's go, baby. The discourse wall. Climb the discourse wall. Sephiroth is actually naked. His arms and chest skin are just naturally leather-like. Oh god, that'd be so bad. Such a valid critique. Really, Jan, that's your only beef with Sephiroth? Yeah, that's my only beef with him. I don't have any other issues with what he has going on. They're like, in case you haven't found materia, we place this materia here so that you fucking learn how to pick up materia.
Oh, that's what that is. Can I put Sephiroth on my rob list?
Oh, that's a great question. You know what's funny? I tried to do that and they wouldn't let me. I was so mad. I was going to take all his shit. Worst climb in a game you've played, not gonna lie. You must have not climbed a lot of games. Yeah, I would agree with Experimentago as a counter to Manny. I don't think this is the worst climbing in a game by any means. I think it's perfectly serviceable climbing. Personally, I will say, like, I don't know if I have. I'm sure there's games where I've climbed and the climbing has felt bad, but I can't really recall one where I was like, oh my god, this climbing's really bad. It's not like fire climbing. It's not as good as like Zelda Breath of the Wild or like Horizon even. Oh my gosh. I mean, to be fair, I haven't played like Jusant. This one is just like unnecessary. I will say, Manny, it could be better for sure, because my number one beef with this climbing system is that sometimes you can just hold the stick straight up and he'll go up the next one. And then sometimes if it's like one to the left, they want you to like point it in the direction. And I just feel like, just let me just keep going up. Like, I don't know. Like, it gets a little like, it's a little stiff. But my marker for bad, it's got to feel like, oh my god, like I'm loathing this. And I don't feel that way about it. It's like, okay, that's fine. That is it exactly. Yeah, like, and I feel that pain point. I can move the light if you need me to. I know it's slightly blocking the thing. The light also turned off before. Jusant is good at climbing, but it's also a game that's not just for climbing people, and that's valid. Yeah, like Jusant is also a game that like the only thing in the game is the climbing. Like, it has a story.
Yeah, they can't do climbing.
Yeah, but
why are we here?
Yeah, like, so it I don't think it needs to be that good. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if it was that good, but like,
I think I already assessed this.
Also, too, the climbing of Jusant.
How do you
Oh, click the touchpad. Yeah, and then go to the next one to see if is it the same? Is it just another insectoid? Oh, how'd you do that thing where it showed the other thing? Is toggle data? Is it R1? Can you hit R1? Okay, cool. I was just wondering what that was. That's fine.
Oh, okay,
yeah, I also think since it's not a climbing game, if it went too far into like climbing.
Yeah, man. Why would I be anyone else?
I'm just saying that, like, you drop the Sephiroth like PSP game, it would hit. It could be like their Chains of Olympus. Hey, Brucey. Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Meow meow. Come on through. Yay! She was so cute. She opened the door with her skull. Bruce. Hi, Brucey.
There's no way around it either. Just have to go through it.
You don't need to jump when your sword is like 8 feet long.
Oh, she's so chunky.
Let's not waste any
Like
time.
it because my hair looks your color? Sephiroth. Hi, Brucey.
Stand back.
If you go this way, Isaiah's there. Don't go into the closet because you're gonna get stuck in there. Experimentago says, I think the degree to which we can tolerate games having imperfect mechanics as long as the game isn't being sold around the thing. Yeah, I agree with that. And I would say, like, there's a, to me, because to me, imperfect implies like an emphasis on the flaw. I think more like mid mechanics than imperfect, even though, like, I guess in a way, you know, it's all personal opinion on if you think mid is more insulting than imperfect. But
ooh, that's a good question.
I personally don't find like the climbing to be imperfect because I feel like that more implies like a more significant flaw. I just think it's mid. But also like it didn't need to be like, it's just to walk. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like the walking isn't, it's just, you're just walking around. It's not like there's like a better walk, you know? Because it's not like it's Death Stranding, like a game that's surrounded around walking,
Sure,
which
sure.
I guess you can argue that walking is also bad, but I haven't played enough of the game to have an opinion on Death Stranding. That's just an example of a game that is centered around a thing. Your eyes haven't adjusted. Yeah, maybe serviceable, yeah. More than mid.
That's gonna be so annoying.
What?
That is just gonna be dark.
Oh, that's
at,
dark
like,
sometimes?
certain angles. Because it's a positioning thing, too.
Yeah, I will say, I think specifically in this fucking cave, and like the lighting gets a little, I don't know, they're doing like a lot with the lighting. Now, why do you want to spin the camera around so much?
Well,
you're trying to see him get on.
Something to grab.
Oh, I thought you were just like messing with like how dark will it get?
No, definitely not.
Reminds me of the Game Maker's Toolkit video about climbing. I don't fully agree with him, but then again, it's not. I'm not a game dev. With a drop to a link. Yeah, maybe I'll put it in my watch later. Let me. I'm so excited to go to. I guess I didn't emphasize this, but like I'm going to GC as well, with Isaiah, and I'm excited to go to the talks and stuff.
Yeah. I think there's a. Well, you get a full pass, right? Or...
I think I get a full pass. Yeah. Damn.
It's beautiful.
Not me.
Yeah, but
you'll get there, Cloud. Just kidding. Fuck you. Pick up my dry cleaning.
Here, right?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Corporate chill, Cloud.
Oil, yeah.
Materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding. For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier?
He's baby.
To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us to tap into her power. That's how we can use magic.
I think Bruce is really polite to decide to leave the room before she starts screaming. Look, even if Mako doesn't run out, we're still going to get the pollution.
So materia is made from
I know
Mako.
someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird.
And Barrett has just been using it this whole time.
I can just imagine what he'd say.
Fucking fraud.
Well, it's more that like Mako is like them taking the life stream juice.
Hojo from research and development.
And doing
His
what?
predecessor was a great
Like
man.
turning it into energy. More than like, this is more like you're harnessing the power of it more than using it, because
Harnessing it how?
you put it into an orb, and then you put in your like shit or whatever. Hey Haley, thanks for the sub.
Yay, let's go.
Yeah.
Can I bathe in it? I want to bathe in this sweet.
I wanted to like walk up and like
juice.
wait, look at it again. I wanted to walk up and break off a piece like I was in fucking Willy Wonka's factory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get why we can't do that. I feel like that's disappointing.
They don't want you to have fun. They don't want you to win.
Materia naturally develops from Mako, while Shinra is draining the planet of Mako. Who told you that? The people using
Exactly. Who told you this?
I guess this is like organic versus non-organic. It's like this is more like you're picking like an apple from a tree, and Shinra's more like I bioengineered a fuck ton of apples. I think that's the vibe. That's the difference.
I was gonna go. This is like if people were dying over lab diamonds, but mine diamonds were somehow safe. It's like, oh, if you get it naturally, it's great, but you're trying to make it? Oh no.
Well, it's not that they're making Mako. It's that they're taking it and making like they're kind of burning through it for energy.
Go over clean Mako.
Yeah, clean Mako. It's definitely given that a little bit. I will say, and like,
yeah, they really want you to jump, huh?
I guess y'all can let me know this if anyone knows offhand. But I feel like that explanation of what materia is is also really nice, and I don't feel like this one. Do correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't played in so long. Like the Final Fantasy VII remake that came out. I feel like I don't know if they explain materia that much. I guess they kind of do, but I don't know if they explain at the ancients part. And then it takes so long in that game for them to say that Aerith is an ancient, which really like takes the intrigue out of meeting Aerith and knowing who Aerith is. Like it takes so long for like Aerith to be revealed as an ancient that like I think that's kind of my beef with remake as like a narrative. Like it makes so much stuff feels like unearned, and then when it does get earned, it's kind of like very throwawayly explained.
Yeah, like I don't
because
even,
I feel like they just rely on you knowing it already.
What is the ancient? Like is obviously it's a people, but like is it like a race? Is it a
You know, like the well, this is my understanding of it. Check and add in. You know how like the precursors exist in Jak and Daxter?
Sure.
That's like the ancients.
But the precursors didn't look like regular humans.
I think they kind of have like a Jesus thing going on, where it's like Jesus came to us as a man, but like Jesus is Jesus, right? Like, or do all the Aeriths look like people? I feel like Aerith looks like Aerith because like she's here. Question mark? I don't know. Like Aerith, I don't know. Like, do they like if you go to like I forgot they showed a shot of like the fucking paradise before though, but I forgot what they looked like in there.
They look like regular. I don't know.
They might just look like regular people. I think on my interpretation as someone that didn't play the old games is that they either just happen to look like regular people, or they, I don't know, can take like a corporeal form. It's really talking
about we're like floating and shit. You know what I mean?
Remake brings up the ancients, but they don't elaborate much, which is fine. But also the story of this game is like multiple times longer. Yes, exactly. That's really my beef, Experimentago, with like how this game and narrative reads to someone like coming into it cold. The gaps are so much bigger because they are like expanding so much of the game that you end up oh yeah, I guess it is Experimentigo. I don't know why I always say Experimentago. You end up waiting like a really long time, and then it's like the payoff at the end is like really quick and like thrown together. The 5 syllables. I can get the Experimentago. I mean, I'm Gameonysus, so I can. This is my penance.
Like everybody, goddamn! I'm the only bitch who fucking took the slow way down. Yeah,
I think maybe if you like hold circle. Sephiroth is definitely a big bitch. He's huge.
These motherfuckers is gonna hop up, watch, ain't they?
But yeah, I don't mind games being 40 to 100 hours long, but they're ruining their storytelling. It's a little. It's one of those things.
You take a 40-hour game, you turn it into a 100-hour game.
I mean, how about if they take a 40-hour game and turn it into 300 hours across 3 games?
That's also terrible.
Because that's what this is doing. That's literally what this franchise is.
Oh, straight to jail. While guarding R1, you can team up with abilities with allies to perform a variety of synergy skills. Oh, okay. So we're gonna fucking tag team, play patty cake, and start
You're finally in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up there. Go, go, go.
So stupid.
Now, why would you go down and assess? Oh, I guess you had to assess them, though.
Get him.
Get him. When you get hit immediately, why do you run into the tornado?
Can I just do that for free? Oh, you can't.
Yes and no. So I think simply because you're so early in the game, they let you do it kind of for free. But I believe normally a synergy skill, like you need to like have to use enough of your abilities. Like bars will fill up and then you can do your synergy skills. I think here they just let you do it because they're teaching it to you. The music in the series is incredibly good, though. The music is really good. The combat's really good. And there is some really fun, goofy things in this game and also in the last game. And that's cool. And again, I do think this, so far my experience with Rebirth has read so much more sensically than Remake ever did. It's like eating fruit from a tree versus cutting down the orchard to burn the wood for the energy. Sure. I love how they've taken every motif in the original and found wonderful ways to elaborate on them for different moods and situations. Musically. Yeah, they've done some cool stuff. The battle music in the grassland rips incredibly hard. I would just leave the game in slow-mo before issuing a command and just jamming. I slow-mo the hell out of this game. Most of me playing this game, I'm moving in slow motion. I love the main theme, and I like the classic battle music. Those are probably my main... He has his limit break, even though it's like...
No holding back.
Wow, look at him go!
He's like, I helped.
Ooh, good crick. Good second crick. Yay.
That's nice, but now I just feel like I hate that I have to hold and run. I wish you could just do it.
You can just do it.
Yeah, but you gotta like either run or be tapping circles.
No, it'll automatically do it for you.
I think it will.
To climb up? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Really?
For some stuff. Some, like, if it's small enough, it will.
Yeah, because I don't end up tapping circle a lot to do my, like, traversal action. I just let the game automatically do it for me. Wow. I do like how much more you can mountain goat around in this game. Which, again, to me, and the people that fuck with it will understand, and the people that don't fuck with it will be insulted. But to me, this game feels like the Horizonification of Final Fantasy. Like, I'm like, oh, a kind of average open world where you want to do everything and you're having fun because the combat's good. That's me and Horizon, baby. Let's lock in.
This won't be the last.
Mountain goat verb is such a good term. Yeah, like, and that's, like, Cloud isn't as mountain goaty as Aloy is. Aloy's like #1 mountain goat, like mountain goat girl. She opens her mouth and just goes, bah, or whatever. That's more of a sheep, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But he's a little mountain goaty. Oh, mountain goat. Yeah, the best mountain in the game. Yeah, I thought I was gonna end up using autocast more, but then I realized I don't like the game autocasting for me. Like, I'd rather just switch those characters and cast for them. Because sometimes when they like use like the MP too much, I'm like, I want to be in control of who's doing what. But I did experiment with autocast a bit.
I'll probably give it to Erin. She can like auto heal and stuff.
But I would be worried that she wouldn't auto heal. I wish you could, and maybe you can. Someone in the chat if you know. And I think somewhere in the settings you can like say what spells you like want them to be doing. But the thing is, I don't want to put auto cast on like Aerith and she's auto like attacking when I need her to be auto healing. So that's why I didn't end up leaning to auto cast.
That makes sense.
I'm like, I'd rather be in control of like what she's doing. All right. I think it's vacuum time again.
Yeah.
Vacuum time. Oh, wow. I missed this too. Look at you. Wow. You're doing the true completionist run. I'm just taking the longest time to play the game. There's an auto heal materia that you can link to the autocast. That would be really good. And that sounds like that's true. But I don't remember offhand because I don't know if I have auto heal.
Sounds like that's true.
It sounds true. It sounds like something Square would do.
They would never lie to you.
It don't reach.
Gas levels reduced by 20%.
Well, it doesn't reach. You gotta go around the other way with it, I think. Oh yeah, now we're gaming. I do like this aspect of the game. It's like, okay, it's like a time to slow down and like think about things, you know? Okay. Get the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. What? Now Sephiroth, why are you walking through? Why do you think you opened the door for him?
Local gas levels reduced by 70%.
This is so dumb.
If you think this is dumb, just you wait, because this is like one of the less dumb ones that I've seen.
Man. Don't tell me that.
Of this kind of thing, in my opinion. But I don't know. I'm a vacuum defender. I enjoyed vacuuming up the Mako. Ben said that's the house flipper in me that liked doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little true.
What's the poll?
Oh, this isn't a poll. It's just Eddie pinned his explanation of the Mako versus Shinra. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, just for the vibes. The Super Mario, that too. The Sunshine fan in me. Sunshine was all about cleaning up.
Sunshine was ass. I don't know how you like that game. How that game is a core enjoyment for you growing up.
I stitched Andy about that because Andy's playing it for the first time, which is so. Have you seen his clips of it?
I've seen some of them.
So fucking funny. And he was like, "Those of you who like this game as a kid, is like that why you're depressed?" And
yeah.
I stitched it, and I was like, "My childhood was so bad. This was like a joyful escape for me." I don't know what you're talking about. Well, here's the thing, Eddie, because I love Sunshine. I love Sunshine. However, I know exactly what's wrong with Sunshine.
Everything.
Like, yeah? What do you think about Sunshine, Bruce? You don't have to be alone, Bruce. You don't have to stand out there and cry. See, here's the thing. To me, Eddie, you're going a little too far with Incredible for me. But I think oh man.
It is probably the worst 3D Mario.
That is probably true, but I would say that's because all the 3D Marios are really good. And I think it's the most flawed 3D Mario, but I also think it's one of the most interesting 3D Marios. Also, I haven't played Galaxy 1 and 2, so I can't comment on that. I think Mario 64 is far more palatable than Sunshine is, even now, because I think the flaws in Mario 64 that you feel in the modern era are easier to control around than Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm a big anti-64 person. Like I don't think the game aged well, and I just don't see the appeal of it in the modern era. But I'd rather play 64 than Sunshine.
What?
Easily.
I'm good at playing either, but I think they like Mario 64's flaws are because it aged. I think the thing about Sunshine is Sunshine had those flaws when it launched.
Yes.
Like at the time, and I knew even as someone that like I love Sunshine unabashedly when it came out. But even with all that love, I was still like, man, I wish I could just change nozzles and didn't have to fucking find and manually change the nozzles. And then when I grew up, I had obviously some additional complaints with the game. But to this day, my biggest beef is still the nozzles, honestly. Because, and I get they don't want you to just have any nozzle any time because they don't want you to cheese the whole game. But I just feel like there's so many aspects of that game that are just very clunky. Because it is all based around that stuff. And then not to mention, like, honestly, I can play it because I understand how to play it. But the fucking no flood areas, the physics, it has a whole different physics set than any other 3D Mario game in that fucking, like, in those no flood areas. I know how to play it because I got so used to playing it. And I still have fun playing it. But, like, yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense if you've never played it and you're going to have a really hard time playing it. But yeah, I love Sunshine, but it's like, it is of zero surprise to me that people are like, this game sucks. I'm like, well, get in line, buddy. Go ahead, line up. I'm gonna be over here on vacation.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm also a firm believer that if they did Sunshine 2, it would be really good. Because I think they would know how to not make the mistakes they made before.
Shouldn't be too hard.
So I'd love to see more in the Sunshine lane.
On you.
Oh, did you assess him already? What's his...
Yeah.
Okay.
So fire. Can't get to his back leg. So.
Unfettered friendship. Yay. I also feel like if they, which Nintendo doesn't really do remakes like that, they'll do remakes that are like light polishes of the game, but they never do like actual mechanical overhauls. If you remade Sunshine, I think that would be, you could make it as good as like Odyssey. If you remade it. If you remade it, like you remake the game, like the ideas are good. The ideas are good in that game. I'm not saying it'd be as good of a game, but the ideas are great in that game, but the execution's not, and that's the problem. And also, why did they make you change the nozzles? Like, there's a...
Sure.
There's an undebatably great game inside Sunshine. I think there is. Because I think the problems, like, you could fix. But, like, they didn't, and that's why it's a problem.
Damn, he can just fucking zip up there?
Yeah, I didn't know he could do that. I wasn't doing that with him. I didn't even know what I was doing at the time.
Move in.
When I use photo mode in this chapter, I call it taking a selfie raw. That's very cute. Speaking of which, let me put my little photo mode stuff up. Suffer raw. Let me see what pictures I have on my thing right now. Suffer raw. Photo mode. Yeah, Bruce? Hi. Hello.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah, you want to see Isaiah? There's Isaiah. Yay.
I'm excited.
Such a puppy.
I really like how quickly you can... This does sound like I'm doing an ad, but I do like how quickly you can change photo mode to dark mode. Like, instantly. Like, I love that. I appreciate that.
You should remember it once you...
It might have been a while since I've been here.
Sure.
Don't like the looks of this.
Stay alert. Follow my lead.
Selfie Roth, yeah. I'm trying to get my cats to join me on stream, but all they want to do is block the screen or sit on the keyboard.
You're gonna need
You really can't get cats to do anything you want them to do. Yeah, no, not really. Bruce. I wonder if when my cat looks in the mirror, she knows she's looking at herself, or she thinks she's looking at another cat. I think she knows it's her. I love that shot. It is so funny. It's so good. It's the best part of the game. Are you kidding? I also love these moments in the game when like the pressure meter is like just right there and the stagger's gonna hit at any second. Like, yeah, Sephiroth is serving, maybe she's made with it, maybe it's Maybelline realness, and I love that for him. Judging from how cats freak out when their owners have filters on them, I think yes. They're shocked to see themselves. Bruce is eagerly waiting in anticipation. Why are you so big? Why am I so small?
Damn it! Not again.
Get it together.
Sephiroth! Legs! ASAP! I owe you one.
When we're done. Who are you? Hold still.
All right. Got you.
Okay.
Sephiroth.
Take it from here.
I like how he says that. There's literally one attack left. So you can finish it.
Nice
My cat, I'm white.
Okay.
He loves him.
Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he was.
And now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet.
He's
Help
trying
me
to save his
understand
mama.
this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
Okay, so we finally made it to the.
I'll be honest, Cloud's
reactor.
story could have been an email.
You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
What is he gonna do?
Carry on.
Oh!
If that same monster came, it'd be over for these two.
You better keep me safe.
Yeah, she senses that. She's like,
Any free goodies down here? So, probably 6 is what it was. Fine. Guess I'll continue.
okay, boom, I uploaded my photo mode picture.
Yeah? Which one?
I just put, it was just a picture of Sephiroth. I made the caption slay.
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output, like most last-gen models.
And let me guess.
Sephiroth.
Villagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Huh. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah, Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce, you think that's a good idea? What does that sound?
I think it's the.
Okay. Hey, stop that. She started chewing the cord of the... And she's like, you know what? If I can't chew my cords, I'm just going to leave. She literally just walked away. Hey, Bruce, stop that. Stop it. Bruce! Oh my gosh. Bruce.
What's she doing?
I feel like she's eating the grass.
Nah, she's trying to just look at herself.
Nah, she's licking the grass.
Eating some dust that's on there or something?
Nah.
You left Cheeto dust around here for her to get
Why you gotta be Cheeto dust? Nah, now she's fine. Okay. Why are you smelling every inch of this rug? Okay. I can see you in the mirror, Bruce. And see, now she's trying to play it out. Now she's looking at herself. That way when Isaiah look over, he's like, see, she's fine. Mm-mm. She gonna swallow a piece of plastic grass and I have to pay $300 at the vet. Trying to see what's wrong with you.
It's
Okay,
so
this
dark in here.
This is okay. Sephiroth.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first?
That rug is lousy with Cheeto dust. I don't think it is, but Isaiah thinks otherwise, I guess. Oh, the worst hey, the worst 3D game is not Super Mario 64.
Hojo, you are really something.
Hojo.
Who's Hojo?
He's the like evil scientist that works for Shinra.
Oh, okay. We fought him.
Yeah, you were in his lab. Hojo's lab. And Hojo made Red. That's why like Red can talk and stuff.
Yeah.
Hojo also made Chadley. They're not all bangers, I guess.
Wasn't that...
You're my mama? Again, that's sunshine, baby. You don't got that line without sunshine. Mama.
Sephiroth is a cloud of child of Mako?
We're kind of learning about.
Go out and shut off the valve.
I don't know. I don't think he has a dad. You kind of learn a little bit more about him in the next couple minutes. The next few moments will answer some, not all, questions. Okay, this to me is the worst gameplay for gameplay's sake moment in the game so far. I've played 30 hours of the game, and I think this is like the weakest game. Like, it's only a few seconds, but I'm like, this fucking sucked. This was ass. Where I'm like, really? We're doing this? I got so unnecessarily mad. Look.
Why? What? How many times did they make you do it? There's gotta be 3. The magic rule of 3, right? Fucking no! Are you kidding me? Five is 4 too many. You can do 1. That's fair.
Chad says those haptic triggers be triggering though. Yeah, how'd you feel the haptics enhance that moment for you?
Not at all.
What are you doing?
Well, I know I did not just close that valve for 8 minutes.
For the production of artificial materia.
So these are the lab material.
Repurpose them as incubators. Cages for animals. Infused with Mako. All to birth a new breed of monster. But he didn't stop at animals. Oh no. There were other subjects. Look.
Yeah.
Kill me.
No facts.
Water.
My mother's name was Genova.
Did you forget that?
I don't really know.
Could it be that I was created the same way?
My face. My beautiful, sexy face.
Same as these monsters.
Sephiroth.
People don't know how hard it is to be pretty.
I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this.
But no, pay attention because it's actually important.
This. Am I even human?
Eventually.
I like his little earrings. I never noticed those before.
Why would that make me hate Sephiroth?
When we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell Soul where he was going.
Why would Bruce leave to cry? I don't understand. She doesn't want anyone to see her cry.
She just wanted to get picked up by mics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 7:30, so my cat's screaming because she eats at 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, the double bedroom.
Well, no, it's just like the
Oh, it's
hotel.
just a hotel.
The hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. We at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. We at the
So many beds.
hotel, motel.
Is this my room too, or is it? Do we all got separate rooms?
I don't think you got the same room as Sephiroth. So maybe it's like, you know how sometimes you get a hotel for yourself, but they have 2 beds in it? Maybe it's like that.
Damn, this motherfucker got 3 beds.
Is it Sephiroth's room?
One for my sword. I'm assuming you came in. I assume looking for Sephiroth and he wasn't there. So
Yeah, I guess I don't know. He just got like that. It's like, put me in the deluxe suite.
Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
Looking for Sephiroth? He just left, I'm afraid. Maybe he needed some...
Yo, teach me to fight.
Ah, I did see him leave a little while ago.
You don't have too much left either of this section of the game, so,
so
you might as well just
try
kind of
to
finish
go
it.
through
Yeah.
it,
He's holed up inside the mansion.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor.
Too much exposure to Mako? Then we ought to bring him some medicine.
If you're looking for Sephiroth, I saw him headed toward the
What do I think Hojo created Red? I think they said it in the game, or someone probably told me in real life. I think Red said, and then I think Red also says it. Well, I guess I assumed he created Red because he was, didn't he say like he was, well, he was trapped in Hojo's lab. Like Red came from Hojo's lab.
The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I guess he could have been just captured and like, he wanted to experiment on Red. But I'm pretty sure he was, I thought he was made by Red, by Hojo, but maybe I made that up.
You think he's sleeping or something?
What if he's sick and needs our help?
I guess that's true. Oh, now I'm wondering. Whoa, the game's so deep. Now I'm wondering what, whatever. But now I'm wondering if that was true or if I just made that up.
Your own headcanon?
My own headcanon, yeah.
Any goodies? Nope. Okay. This is gonna be a big ass house. Alright, keep going. 2 doors down.
Damn.
They haven't given me anything in a bit, so I'm worried I'm either missing it or if it really is just story time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Around the
Bruce?
place, but
I'm pretty hungry too.
Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, we're just eating another burrito, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Alright, but is that the way?
Unfortunately, I don't think you guys can hear you screaming, but it's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think it comes up on the mics. Come say it on the stream, Bruce. But she's so funny because, well, you know what? You guys can kind of hear her yell because the sub alert, that is like how she yells. Like she has like a high pitched like squeal, like a, like that's her yell. Like the sub alert, that's basically that's like the cadence with which she yells. It's, yeah.
I hope, I don't think Red is a man. That'd be really messed up. That's getting into Full Metal Alchemist
I think
territory.
I think he's like I thought he was a dog.
That he
like
captured.
Well, I thought.
I took it.
Yeah, I thought he like maybe fused a man with a dog.
I don't think he fused a man with anything. I think he just took a dog and.
The experiment isn't to create
stuffed it
Red.
with
He's trying to
Mako.
mix him with human blood because Red's race lives a long ass time. He just looks like that. Is this lore that we're supposed to know? His race is intelligent
Also,
dogs.
are you just making this up?
There, that's smart. You could tell me anything and I'd be like, yeah, why not? His
race is intelligent.
Well, a lot of anime has in things with anime energy. Like I think of like Persona 5. You know, you were asking me about that earlier, Isaiah. Like, what if I thought you'd like the game and stuff? Like the character Morgana that looks like a cat and in the real world takes a form of a cat is very insistent that he is not a cat. He's like, I'm not a cat. I just don't know what I was before. I think I was human, but like I don't really know. So I feel like that's like very like classic trope. Like I don't know. Like that's me.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer, a life form in stasis.
2,000 years is not
this life form
that long for Genova to be.
MEGL 77-1977. Genova. Verified as an ancient.
Yeah, she's one of the Jesuses.
MEGL 9/13/1977. Genova project approved. So, they named the life form Genova. And once they understood what she was, they grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
Yeah, I like Queen's Blood. I don't like Fort Condor, but it's because I'm really, really, really fucking bad at it.
Stayed holed up in the basement.
I'm getting a little better, but...
Reading, like a man possessed.
Why do you read like you're running out of time? See, this is like my Final Fantasy dork era, because I'm like, do you see? Like, this is really important for the lore of the story. His mom was Jesus! She came down in a bubble!
And what did that make her son? A witch.
Exactly, yeah.
A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother.
That's what I put together for me. Put together for me. I don't want to think.
Screw it.
Damn.
Racking my brain's not gonna get me anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
He got hella core strength to get up out of bed like that. I ain't never got up out of bed. Fully laying down with legs first, like just zoop. Look at the big brain on Brad. Can you record that? Because I want a screenshot of him reading.
I've come across the most fascinating passage.
Thank you.
The specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend. She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Genova.
So they
the
weren't
Genova
human?
project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gasp's wondrous experiment.
He created you?
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Hey! Hey, hold on!
Where was that earlier?
Facts. Well, he turned evil now, so he's stronger.
keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least. What?
What I want to know is why didn't he also read all the notes?
Cloud?
Yeah, in a library.
What do you mean? Like right now?
Yeah.
The village is in trouble, so he's...
Get in there. The villagers need your help.
It's no time for reading.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. I mean, you saw right there Sephiroth just yeeted him across the thing.
Exactly. He did that after he finished reading.
This Cloud looks like a reader. Yeah, that's fair. He's like, if 2 + 2 is 4. I'm never going to figure this out. Let me go ask him. In Final Fantasy, your face gets dirty really quickly when you're going through something.
Why did he only jump like 6 inches?
You have no facts.
It still like, basically landed on him.
Let me through! My son's still in there!
I'm sorry. He's gone.
Damn. I know Blizzard. I should be like. Pew, pew, pew. That's why I hate games where.
Is it true?
In the game, there's
items that
like there's canonical magic or technology to some degree that should solve 99% of all the
Well, you can't cast anything because your ATB is not up.
I guess.
You should be able to cast Cure to fix that ankle, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? Or something.
This is another part that annoyed me because it's like it just is a little. It's just so slow. And I get they're trying to be dramatic, but like I find it like
It's not dramatic.
I find it annoying.
I'm coming.
Like I hate when they're like, we're not ready for you to see the cutscene yet, so like you got to walk around.
Do I have to go back?
Yeah, just go backwards. Yeah. That's the thing. Like you have me walk down this way just to turn around slowly. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it for spoiler reasons, but Chad also has their version of turning the wheel. For me, nothing's worse than turning that fucking wheel. But 30 hours later, I still feel like the I think that's the worst thing I've had to do in this game. Turn that fucking wheel in the demo.
I'm able to duck walk fine. But I stand up, all of a sudden, back to injured.
Yeah. No
Dude,
facts.
Does this look like a man who's hurt you?
He used all his strength on this little area. He's conserving his strength.
It looked like somebody faking it.
I don't mind the wheel, but I'm a crazy person. He got up real quick for that. But you know how it is. The adrenaline. The adrenaline. It propelled him forward. Isaiah, mothers can lift cars for their babies. It's the same vibe.
Please be okay. Sephiroth.
Why am I a security officer now?
I think it's supposed to be somebody else. Like when it's on the left, it's like other people.
Nah, he was saying mom.
It did sound like that. I'm not really sure. I know that would have burned his hand. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I feel like they always say like not to do that for fires.
Yeah.
But maybe he didn't have fire safety training. I don't know how he became a soldier.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Flashback to this moment?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a weird like timeline, like when it has those TV things. Like my interpretation is like that's them alluding to other timelines.
You're gonna be okay.
Or other moments in time.
I got you. Come on, let's get you up.
Yeah, that's what chat was talking about. Also, what does he think he's gonna do here? He's prone on the ground. All he could do is die. I do like the angle at which you view the action from here, and I guess that's kind of the point. But they could have just had you like analog stick forward.
How you not shooting?
Honestly, facts. Like, I mean, they're like, there's no ammo in here. These are just decorative guns.
Bro, you ain't take a shot yet.
I never noticed that. I never noticed that they don't shoot at all.
What?
He literally just killed two people in front of you and they still have not shot their gun once.
Not a single bullet in this entire scene.
No, that's actually pretty wild, yeah. Yeah, chat, first thing I noticed, Eddie, yeah, they totally could have just had Sephiroth attack super fast. Or yeah, that would be more realistic. Or they should have, what they should have made it, again, now we're all backseat developer, but what they should have made it, look at the hat though, look at the hat, peep the hat. Whoa. Check out that powerful imagery right there, boom. And he stepped on it with his fucking ASOS boots. It would have made more sense if he sliced like all their hands where their guns dropped and then slowly killed them, because it seemed like he was, you know, like enjoying slowly killing them, but like, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't be shooting.
Sephiroth!
It represents the death of the old American West. No facts. All right, here we go, here we go. Yeah, that one strand. That one strand of hair is a paid actor. Also, though, in the modern era, not gonna lie, he's kind of giving that meme of that kid in front of the burning house.
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone there to hide. When Sephiroth showed up, Dad decided that he was going to confront him.
Your dumbass daddy would decide to do that.
Yeah, why?
he felt like he was the only one that could get the job done.
It was Sephiroth, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sephiroth a little bitch. She ain't gonna do nothing. And look at you now.
Soldiers.
Sliced and diced.
Sephiroth.
Shinra? I'm sick.
She's just saying nouns.
I'm sick of all of this.
That's when she
He
became an
don't even look
eco-terrorist.
He ain't bleeding or nothing. He got all his limbs. Damn, he left his sword.
She's like, you know what?
Yo, just taking a run.
Fine, I'll do it myself. She said, "Giddy up, cowboy."
You've yeed your last horror.
Yeah.
She can't even carry it.
Hello, mother. I'm back from army.
Mother, I have come for you. Now open the way for me.
I guess maybe she wrote in them notebooks, she's like, burn down this village and I'll open the door. I don't know what she wrote down there, why he was tripping.
I didn't take it as she wrote anything down. I took that as the Hojo.
Well, yes, but I just mean, like, I wonder, the thing that's unclear for me at this point, and if there's a OG answer. Don't give me the OG answer because it's like spoilers at this point. But I wonder like why he did that. Was it just like pure vengeance?
Damn.
Or was it like the blood should be shed of the return to, you know what I mean? Like, cause he could have been walked up here. Like he didn't need to kill all those people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it was just like blind rage or like, what's up with that? Anyone referring to their mom as their mother is immediate red flag.
Ain't got no potion, no.
You promised you'd
No
save
cure.
me if I was ever trapped or in trouble.
He took her like 3 feet away.
Literally.
So you'll be safe right here. 2 feet.
She can literally see all the combat.
Sephiroth's sword is so long, and you took her like 1 foot away. His ankle is untwisted now for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Again, banger shot, boom.
Here I am, your son. Mother, together we will reclaim our world. And I know exactly how we can do that. The Promised Land.
Sephiroth!
I'll say it. There's no way this game can live up to whatever the hype they're building for this
They have come
finale
again.
is. There's no way.
The ones who robbed you of the planet. Your planet.
Why hate that cat?
But there's no
Meow.
need to be sad, Mother.
That's not even your mom.
Because
That's his
I'm here
mom.
for you. Now
That's a machine.
and forever.
That's his mama. She got all hooked up to like all these things. She's like, I'm gonna free you or something. I don't know. Is that him? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, his mom was behind the machine.
Yeah. She's right there. See? Mama. Why should I like Cloud's mom? Don't answer that. There's a real answer.
You killed Tifa. My village. My home.
Just a little bit of Aquaphor. Apply real quick. We all forget sometimes, but you tell me he forgot 40 hours deep?
They were mine by right. This planet too. For I have been chosen.
Okay, you just said you were created, so I don't...
I believed in you. No. Not you. Whoever the hell you are.
Sephiroth.
Why that look like the thing from Ocarina of Time? Or Northman? One of the Zeldas? The one that has like the little crown? It's like a little monster
Midna?
looking thing? I don't know. I never played it.
Yeah, I think Midna is who you're talking about. Let me see. This girl?
Yeah.
Because it's cool
It's
design.
big Midna energy.
Well, I guess they made Midna look like that,
That's
because
the last thing I
this game's
remember.
older.
The rest is a blank.
Cloud actually died that day. And this
It
is
was all over the news.
a replacement.
I don't know. Yeah,
Watching
maybe.
it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
Dumb, honest folks.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
To know about alive so much as around?
But why come back now?
Came back for that ass.
After 5 years, doing who knows what?
That TV static of time.
Because
That's what I call it.
he wants to finish what he started.
It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna Google it.
He wants to
What?
Although the game's not out yet, so.
The game's out.
And rule
Well,
over the planet.
I don't know if
Genova at
those
his side.
answers are.
Oh, definitely. I'm
officially,
sure they're
like,
out.
You know what I mean?
Or at least theories.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna Google it? Why you gotta ruin the games for yourself?
I don't think they're gonna explain it.
It's really bothering me.
So let them not
If someone
explain
can
it.
tell me they explain it, then sure.
Well, what's
Isaiah's trying to look up.
is all this Genova stuff?
Chad says if it's the same as the previous game, it will spoil a huge thing. If you look it up. Isaiah's wondering if they'll give you a direct answer to why you keep seeing TV static.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels
Or like
as
in
stiff as
general,
a
just
board.
all the like.
Okay, my belief, my feeling. So look at this. See what's going on.
Yeah.
Wow. You
You're so
weren't kidding,
tense.
were you? Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah. Let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth. So
Hey Siri, why does my character have amnesia? Yeah, same vibes. I mean, you can do what you want, obviously, but my personal belief is just to wait till you at least finish it, and then you could look up like stuff about stuff. That's how I would approach it. But
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow.
oh, it's weird.
What is it?
To find my iPhone alert. But why would that be going off?
I don't know.
Should I be worried about that?
Do you have all your stuff? Open the Find My app.
Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely.
I mean, generally.
Why?
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he
Yeah.
And you're...
Sephiroth, no facts. That was so scary.
been? Just had a feeling you'd know.
Yeah, I have all my stuff.
Right, yeah.
Probably did at one point.
Probably nothing.
It misheard. Why does my character have amnesia as Find My...
Or maybe erased?
By whispers?
Yeah.
It's also possible maybe one of... Because of that family plan? Maybe somebody else
That's why.
hit the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Why what?
I'm gonna let you look into that because it's
This
kind
is
of
gonna
scary.
sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
So you just lied? Did she not take them? Like guide them? Is that what that is supposed to imply?
Maybe record it so I can see the exact wording, but yes, basically, like I read it more as like when he was in the when he picked her up, that he never picked her up or whatever.
Cloud, you up?
This game is starting to annoy me.
Oh, why? Because of the...
This is just not
Oh, okay.
telling you anything.
I feel like this is, to me, this is fine. This is regular mystery. Who is Aerith? When you meet Aerith, to me, it's not a regular mystery. That's like that's just weird. Because I feel like the whole mystery of the game is about time.
Nope.
Like,
What's going on?
Why is that?
what do you mean? Why is that?
Where did you get that from?
From the whole game.
What do you mean?
That's all they're talking about. Like they entered into the thing, and it's like, oh, you know, we might change fate. And then here, they have these flashbacks, and they like are intercut with stuff that you saw before. Like in the first game, when you see him walk through the flames. Remember how you were walking, you were limping in the first game, and it's fiery.
Yeah.
That's time blending with that scene, and like Sephiroth appearing. So it's like, oh, well, what's real? Like, is Sephiroth really showing up in these places? Is like it a weird mind fuck illusion? Like, what's going? That's the thing.
There's
I
just
hate no.
something
This
I need
is-
to-
That I think is just regular mystery. That's just a regular mystery thing.
Great.
If this
You
is
know
what
what?
the
Don't-
original game was,
Don't even
well,
play the game. Don't even-
honestly, if it's just more of this, I might not.
But you know what? Play Yakuza real slow because I want to meet you in Infinite Wealth, and I'm not gonna make it in time.
I wanted Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, the why are they all alive
and
when
if they were
exactly
getting wacky
exactly.
with it,
This is getting wacky.
this
See,
is
look.
not Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, like I killed her, so who is she?
What is
You know, and it's like, whoa, like, damn, that's true. Like, is that even Tifa? Like, what's going on with that? You know? Isaiah, yeah,
No,
Isaiah
a murder
wait.
mystery I
Isaiah
totally
furiously
love.
googling who is the murderer in Knives Out.
More than okay with an actual mystery.
I
This is just.
don't get why
this
you
just
don't.
seems like bad storytelling.
I don't get why you don't think this is a mystery.
Because there's no mystery. It's just
The
not giving you information. Like there's
That's
a
what a
difference.
mystery is.
No, there's a difference
Wait,
between.
hold on. This is
trying to,
perfect
like,
because you guys can now see what it's like to live with Isaiah.
Because
Because
he
he be doing this shit
This doesn't make any
sometimes.
sense. And they're not even insinuating that, like,
Look.
oh, it's gonna kind of make sense later
Look,
on.
Here, pause it real quick. Look, I am a Final Fantasy VII remake. Whatever does not make sense if you don't
This
play the
is an
original.
unreliable narrator. This is bad narrator.
Look,
this is just.
You're barking up the best tree, and I'm telling you that you're tripping off this mystery. Like I'm with you for like remake doesn't really make sense because it really doesn't because like, they don't tell you anything and they don't do. This is like I feel like it's very
But this
clear.
builds on the remake. If I'm just playing this game, sure, maybe I
Yeah.
can look at this as now it's just a this and that.
No,
blah,
but that's
blah,
the
blah.
point. Like
But it's not because I have all this whole other game before this.
But that's the point. Like the point is just like what is
So-
reality? You're playing this game and you're trying to figure out what is real.
That was the point of playing the first game.
To me, the point of playing the first game was just to get to that point of like shifting to what was it called, Fate's Edge or whatever the fuck, or like Mystery's Path. What was it called? Like the end. Like when you got to the end, it was like, oh, if we go through this, we're gonna change everything, and then they did, and it's like, okay, what are the results of that? Like, how has the timeline changed? Like, what is time? What is real? These are the questions that this game.
I'm not getting questions from this.
How is it not a question? I don't
'Cause-
get how you think it's not a question.
Because this just doesn't.
Over there?
They're not giving me enough. It's.
Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar. That proof enough? After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor and down the river. Wasn't just him though. There's the doctor.
What bothers me about this scene though is why wouldn't she bring up the fact that she felt like he wasn't there? Like why? I felt like, you know what this was giving is like, because sometimes maybe you just want to win an argument. She's like, wow, how dare you question me, even though I asked you to the roof to question you, but then she didn't question him. But you're not gonna like this game. You should just. But here's the thing, especially if you're like, I want information, you're not gonna get information. I have 30 hours and I don't have.
Which is why I'm just gonna look it up and then just really just enjoy the game for the game. Then at that point,
I guess maybe that's what you want to do. And I agree. Yeah, the point of the first game was like you're just fighting a corporation. Like it's not about time.
And where were you again?
Okay, now she kind of gets into it. Okay, she gets into it a little bit.
Where have you been this whole time? For 5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
Of course you can't.
Why not?
Secret soldier business?
He's not a soldier anymore.
Sorry, I just need
I
some
don't know.
space.
I'm sorry. If I quit Popeye's chicken, of course, I'm telling everybody the herbs and spices. Like, what are you talking about?
Hold on, wait. I just don't get what you said.
Why
You're
is
so
man bringing these secrets to the grave for a corporation he's actively fighting against? That don't make sense.
Yeah, I kind of lump time and split universes into the same thing because I feel like it's in relation to the space-time continuum. So that's why I kind of consider them one and the same.
I thought we could just pick up where we left off.
I don't know, Isaiah. You liked Loki. Like,
But I guess I was wrong.
I'm not saying this is as good as Loki, but like it's the vibes of time and timelines. You know.
I was
This
so happy
and
to see you
Loki
again.
are on
Maybe I shouldn't have been.
vastly different levels.
Look, again, I'm not saying Final Fantasy is as good as Loki, even though I know some Final Fantasy fans would get mad at that, but I just mean, like, to me, like, not that I'm, like, obsessed with the plot of this game or something, but to me, the intrigue, like, I'm a big fan of, like, timeline.
Me too.
Stuff, and I feel like
you two fight.
This is, like, bringing that up.
I'm not getting that from this.
I don't get how you don't get that it's bringing that up. What do you think it's talking about?
Poorly done.
What do you think
They're
it's
not
talking
giving
about?
you enough explanation of how fucking shifted timelines work to feel like that's really
well, the characters
what's
don't
going
also
on.
really know. But, like, I don't know. Do you not believe that that's what's happening? Like, again, maybe you didn't pick up on it, but, like, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was clear. And even if you don't feel like it's clear, but you know now, but you're, like, not interested still.
I mean, I know that because I'm just taking what you guys are saying as that's it. Do you guys know that because the game told you? Does the game tell you that?
I feel like,
or are you just making these connections and that's your truth?
I'm making the connections based on the information the game has provided.
All right. Well, the game doesn't sound like the game told you it. So
I mean, the game did not say, "Hey, look, Tifa has that cowboy hat on. In the last game, you saw her wearing that cowboy hat. How could that be? There must be some weird time shit going on." Like, the game did not do that, but I could see both
does
those
the game
things.
even address what happens when they went through the fucking door of time?
It does not explicitly address that now.
A gift from our humble establishment.
You can just save once you get
May
to
not look like much.
a save
It should help you to
moment.
break the ice with those you meet.
Queen's blood?
Queen's blood. You can just hit no because you can hit yes at any time. So I would just hit no and then hit save. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to convince you that it's interesting. So, like, I don't know. If you don't find it interesting,
not yet.
And if you're frustrated that you don't have answers, yeah, maybe you should just look it up because you're not gonna, like, I'm 40 more hours in and I don't have any more information than I already had. Like, I did not gain any new information. I've gained more of those, like, TV moments,
atrocious.
but I don't have any more information. Eddie, it ain't no Helldivers, right, Isaiah?
That is atrocious.
I mean, the start of the game has all of Avalanche being caught in the aftermath of Remake.
But it's an alternate remake. Like, it's not even like...
Well, yeah, and there's,
or
like,
there's
different...
like a time skip that they just don't address.
Introducing myself to you earlier. I'm Broden, the owner of this inn. Your companions have all stepped out. Oh, but Barrett left a message he wanted me to pass along to you. You missed roll call, soldier boy. Luckily, you're on leave for today. Don't waste it, though. Get your equipment checked ASAP. Sound advice?
I would say a lot of my hours are open world shenanigans, but I would also argue that
To the arms dealer is in order?
Good idea.
it would be really
Cloud.
hard to just mainline the game.
You might also want to pay a visit to Magnata Book. They have stores all over, but the first official one and their resident scholars are remarkably. If you want to unlock the true potential of your folios, you should go see them. The first customization is always free.
It's like your kind of upgrade thing. And I would say even if you take out the hours I have, I am 40% through the game according to PlayStation, and I am chapter-wise at least a third
Also,
or
why
more
am I
through
back
the
down to
game.
level 15? That doesn't make any sense.
Because that was a flashback that you played.
Yeah, flashback, past. How am I
I'll give you that.
weaker than I was 5 years ago?
You really twisted your ankle again later. It really hurt.
All right.
Yeah, that is actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That is a little funny because Cloud built himself up in the. Well, I feel like now you reach. Now you are reaching though. Now you are reaching though. I don't know, but it is kind of funny. Yeah, guys, I was totally level 40. That I will say is your own thing because there is nothing that indicates that, but that is funny and I like that reading. That's actually very funny.
And I still have this.
I think that's canonically the answer. You have a lot of stuff. I don't know if you have everything you had, but you have a lot.
No,
Well, Isaiah, I don't know. You're in for a rough time. But that's also, as we kind of start to wrap up here, your history with, damn, the way you click and it's giving immediate delete. It's giving immediate
Right
delete.
now, it is very much. It is not hitting.
Okay, a couple questions. One, do you think you're gonna like this less than remake?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
And I didn't like remake.
I felt
all
like
that
you
much.
didn't really like remake, but in your own, because we have this on camera now. I got you on the Summer Jam screen. In your words, I believe, and I don't remember because I forgot what you said at the beginning. I felt like you said that you liked remake, that you had fun with remake. So it's like you liked it, but like then you thought about it and you're like, actually, I hate that bitch. Like,
there was a similar to Metro. There was like a mindset shift I had to have where it's just like, yeah, where it's just like, get through it. And once you're just like, none of this is gonna make any sense. All of this is stupid. Just get through it. Get to Rebirth. Get to the next game. Cool. Like at a certain point, it was like, all right, this is just disc 1. This is just the setup, and then it opens up into this grander adventure with
this sound. I've heard this story before. Is this your Uncharted?
No.
Because this sounds eerily familiar to the route the path I danced down.
I'm gonna say no because Uncharted doesn't
evolve.
I feel like Uncharted doesn't just like take a turn.
I mean, every game kind of takes a turn where they're like, oh my god, it's the Chupacabra. Wait, it's actually a man in a mask who's really powerful somehow? Is Isaiah right? About what? Just in general?
I feel like all of the Uncharteds have been that. Where it's like, oh, they're going after some sacred thing. It's a little mystical.
At the end,
some
they're
of it's
broke
true, some
every
of it's
time.
false, but then at the end, he can't take anything with him except for maybe a little bit of gold to get into the next mission kind of thing. Like, cool. That's Uncharted every time.
Some Polaroids of Chloe and just kind of walking away.
Yeah. This one, I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously they're very different structured games. But I just mean, like, are you going to keep playing thinking that the next one's going to be better and then it never quite hits that? Though I will say Uncharted 4,
I'm going into
I thought
this
was pretty
thinking
good.
that remake was now the peak, and it's just seeing it through. Because I'll tell you what, jumping up walls is not enough to save this game. The fact that I can just hold R2 and climb a cliff, a low-hanging cliff, instead of taking a ladder is not enough to save this game.
See, Chess, the biggest thing about this that I think needs explaining is that none of the characters currently in the game have all the information. Cloud doesn't know shit. He's pretending to know. It's giving, if you guys, it's almost like, you know how they said that problem with movies is like, if you just had a cell phone, like why don't people just call or Google it? This game does kind of give, if y'all just talk to each other about things, but like, I don't know.
Sure.
People don't like to open up, I guess. If we were in this game, I'd be like, yo, I'm like seeing some crazy shit. And you'd be like, dude, I'm fucking seeing the same shit. What's up with that? What's up with that? And we would have this thing wrapped. But we still wouldn't solve the mystery. But maybe you'd be less pissed.
But it doesn't need to be...
I think...
In the world of this game, there is no mystery. And that, I think, is what bothers me the most.
I think you're tripping that there's no mystery.
I don't think anyone here has the thought that there's some weird mystery thing going on.
Okay, I kind of see what you're saying. And that's
I'm
the thing.
fine with there being unanswered questions, but no one's even asking questions
I think
to be
that's
unanswered.
Yes, I see now what your frustration is. I do not feel your frustration, but I think your frustration, correct me if I'm wrong, is that none of the characters are acknowledging the crazy shit that's happening. Like the TV thing. Like Cloud's not talking about it. Tifa kind of talks about it a little bit with Aerith. I think they're all scared. You're so mad. You're so fed up. You're done.
This is such...
And you haven't even met Chadley yet.
stupid storytelling. It's so dumb. It's so bad. This is like... I feel like this, so far, is like what people say Kingdom Hearts is.
Wow.
And it's not. It's so much worse. It's so much more chaotic. At least Kingdom Hearts, they like tell you... Like, they tell you...
As I said, I'd rather watch 18 hours on YouTube and...
Absolutely. Absolutely. Throw on 358 over half days right now. Throw on Birth by Sleep, the video right now. I'll take that.
Is that right? Chat says no, but only one person voted. I'm guessing it was Eddie.
All that matters.
So, well, I haven't watched all of Kingdom Hearts story yet. Saying it's more convoluted.
I'm saying it's worse storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, Kingdom Hearts tells you a crazy story in a weird, out of timeline way and all of that, but like it feels like you're getting something. This
I gotta
feels
wait
like
to report on that.
they could just as easily never touch on it.
Give
like,
me
chapter 2
500
comes in,
more hours,
and they could just never touch on
and
the
I'll
TV
let you know.
moments,
Yeah.
the doubt between them, any of that.
No, I will say, and to be clear, this sounds so mean. To be clear, I do not agree with you. But and not the Kingdom Hearts thing, because I can't speak to that. But I will say, like, and that's why I'm like worried. Oh, again, it's just a game, so who cares? But I'm like worried about you playing this game because like if you feel that now, what you want, it does not happen. At least I guess spoilers on what doesn't happen. I don't know if that is a spoiler saying what does. It can be, I guess. So like whatever. But like I don't have any more information, and I'm on chapter I think 6, and I don't have any new information. I have more of those moments, which is interesting, and I am interested in it. Like, but I don't have any more information, and there hasn't.
Do you have theories? You have more theories based
have-
off of what they gave you? Like that's one thing. There's
I don't
no
have more
breadcrumbs.
theories.
How
The
you have
only
a mystery, a good mystery with no breadcrumbs?
The only thing that I
the
have.
point of a mystery is to make the viewer feel smart.
I don't know if I agree.
Even if they're wrong.
That's because you're smart,
even
though.
if they're wrong, it's supposed to make them
The
feel
truth is,
smart.
you've never been a dumb bitch, and you can't handle being a dumb bitch.
I'm sorry, I avoid bad.
Because, well, I disagree with that. The point of the mystery is to feel smart. But I see what you're trying to get at. That there should be something to, like, there should be threads to pull, and this doesn't give you threads. And I agree that it's not a very thready mystery. Like, it's not. But to me, it's not like meant to, like, the point is not like, let's solve it. It's like, we are approaching an unraveling of what's happening. And that's basically what the journey is. Like, but the journey is not like, you're not pursuing truth. You're pursuing this other thing, and truth appears along the way. So if you need them to pursue truth, you're fucked because you're not pursuing truth. You're pursuing Sephiroth. And hopefully, I hope when we find him, he's like, you're dead, bitch. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
Or he's like, I don't know.
I think it feels like, in remake aside, what I'm going to say is technically the truth because of remake, but it feels like they're just dropping you in the middle of a story and expecting you to be interested in something that you have no idea what, like, you don't even have the context or foundation to understand.
No, I will say, like, the
And
part
it's
of me
well,
that doesn't, I don't agree with what you're saying and how you're saying it, but I do.
Oh my god.
Your point of, like, your point of, like, shit's not happening. That's my number one complaint with Rebirth. Like, nothing happens. It's a game where nothing happens. And I'm here because I like to fight. And I like segues. And I do like the mystery they're setting up. Like, Eddie's like, oh, Cloud telling his life story. And then his, like, bestie having doubts. That's the hook for me. And that's also a hook for me, too. But I do think, like, it's a hook that, like, that I feel like I feel like this intro of the game is actually the best part of the game narratively so far because it's the most cohesive. We, like, get something, we walk away with it, and then we have something to talk about. I feel like for everything else, there's nothing to talk about. Like, and that's why I say, like, I couldn't spoil the game if I wanted to for you. I have nothing to tell you. I think there's literally one thing that I could say that, like, would be like, well, I guess you kind of spoiled that, like, one moment. That's it. And I've been playing for a really long time, and I've done main story stuff, and I've done side story stuff, and I don't have anything else to say. It's like, we followed fucking cloakmen, and we followed more cloakmen, and sometimes, like, Sephiroth, like, shows up with his, like, 30-inch weave, and that's it. Like, it's not, but yeah, like, to, chat, like, saying the main story is 55 to 65 hours, and the answers get 45 to 50 hours in.
Don't even get me started on this character that
I think
first game with, start the second game.
I think if you're thirsty,
give you nothing about.
If you're thirsty for answers and information, you are fucked. You are gonna die of dehydration because you're not gonna make it because it's like there's not any answers, at least so far. I don't know if there's even gonna be an answer in this whole game. I don't really know what, and that's why, like, well, this is me projecting because I don't know. I did not beat the game, but, like, in the min-max review of the game, like, our review podcast, Jacob Geller is like, I feel like this is a game where I walked away from it. And, like, I don't really know if this was successful in, like, doing something narratively.
I feel like I'm playing Tenet the game so far.
Wow.
And that frustrates
but
me.
Why might that be accurate? Hold on.
that frustrates me to no end.
It's not nearly as hard to understand as Tenet, though.
Because
Tenet
I have
made no
to
sense.
button mash my way through Tenet.
Tenet made no sense. It's not nearly as complicated as Tenet, I don't think. But like the energy you're giving off, yeah, you may have ethered the game a little bit. I don't know,
So,
but
what I wanted was a Dark Knight, and what I got was Tenet. It's like, all right, I mean, it's good, and maybe you're right. It could be just do it for the journey, for the adventure, blah blah blah. I enjoyed watching.
It's
Tenet,
about being with your friends.
but after I watched Tenet, I immediately went to YouTube and was like, someone please explain Tenet to me so that I can enjoy what I just watched on a deeper level than just spectacle. And apparently that's not what you're supposed to do. So there you go.
Yeah, I do think I'll be curious as to how much of y'all. Chadley hasn't shown up yet.
I like Chadley in the first game.
You like Chadley?
I'm not a Chadley liker.
Dude, he likes Chadley.
I'm not a Chadley defender, but I'm neutral on Chadley. Like, yo, he show up, he give me items.
But that's what I said about Chadley.
That's
Like
what's
you either hate Chadley, you're neutral on Chadley, or you are defending Chadley against haters, but you don't like Chadley. No one likes Chadley. And then someone I'm sure here will be like, I like Chadley. Do you like Chadley? Or do you want me to stop what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, because if no one was beating up Chadley, no one would be in Chadley's corner. People are in Chadley's corner because they're like, I don't think he should be getting jumped. But no one's like, I'm sitting with you at lunch. You know what I mean? Like, different energies.
Yeah, what they wanted was Memento.
Do you think you're gonna play this game, Ben? You tend to, y'all think I play games I don't like. Isaiah's infamous for beating games that he has mixed feelings about. I think I like to. If the consensus is that game is good, whatever game it is good, and that's the general consensus. Okay.
I like to play the game to see why that's the consensus. And I'll play a game sometimes to completion and just not agree with that consensus, but I still want to see it through at a certain point because it's like, there must be some magic here that I'm just not getting. Like, people put The Witcher 3 on their like top 5 games.
Another use of the wig.
And I'm like, I don't get the game that you guys are playing. Gwent is better than the rest of. Gwent's the best thing in The Witcher 3, and I'm like, I don't get what the rest of you guys are talking about.
Do you think that's because
it's just not?
Do you think that's because you played
amazing.
The Witcher 3 in the modern era, and that if you played it when it came out?
I mean, mate,
not to be that guy.
I'm gonna say no because I played Resident Evil 4, and that game.
But that game is new again, though. They remade it. They remade Witcher 3.
But it's got the mod. It's a modern. Like, there's nothing old about The Witcher 3. It's just not. I just don't think it's just that great.
I feel like
it's great. It's like a 8.
I feel like okay.
But they talk about it like it's a 9.5, a 10. Like, it ain't God of War. It ain't even so many Uncharted. It's like, yeah, it's solid. It's good.
That's kind of. I mean, I don't know what I would rate Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't even know if I know what I would rate Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Just pulling from
Yeah. But I will say, like, and I'm not done with this game, so I have a lot left to go. But I definitely have critiques of it, and I still really like it. And I still think it's really good, and I don't really see a world where it's not in my top 10 of the year. But yeah, it's got problems though.
That's
like,
fair.
you know what I mean? But like,
top 10s are also hard though, because you have to come up with 9 other games better.
No, that's true, and it's funny because Edwin. I wish Edwin was here to give his like line that he always gives, where like I'm gonna butcher it. There's like another creator or journalist or whatever that will do like, I don't know, top 10 top 5 like defender or like whatever position stuff, and people will get mad and be like, what do you mean, how can you say that he's like top 5? And he's like, well, name like 4 people or 5 people better than him, and it's like, you can't.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 was never part of the game that was considered great. The Blood and Wine DLC was, but I feel that if that's true, people are not selling that, because I hear is Witcher 3 is fire.
Yes. And that could be true again.
And when you look at the
Blood
top 100 top 100 lists, a lot of times it says Witcher 3. Don't say Witcher 3 Blood and Wine.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a Fallout 3 thing where like they say Fallout 3. I think it got solid reviews and sort of feedback from people, but it's like, oh really? It's like once you add in the Brotherhood of Steel DLC and this DLC and that DLC, then it's like, oh, okay.
So 2 things. One, Tulsa in the chat says, I hated RDR2, finished it, stalled halfway through a second replay before shrugging it off. Yeah, like, I couldn't play RDR2. I thought it was too boring. I kind of want to give it another try. Even when Rob was talking about it on Remap, shout out, He's like, Witcher
Oh,
3 was all right, but Blood and Wine was the best storytelling the studio ever did.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
I feel like people don't sell it that way though.
And if,
Maybe
if
I'm
Blood and Wine went more into not Cersei. What's her name? The daughter's story. I forget their name now.
yeah. Witcher someone
I could see that. I could totally see that because everything
that's the
with
thing.
her
Yeah,
was great. It
because
was
Witcher 3
just-
did get 9s, and I feel like Witcher 3 Siri.
Yes. there
Oh
go.
God,
Cersei's
not you.
Game of Thrones.
You know what? I think too. Like when I did say, "Hey, so and so," like who has amnesia? They're like, "Were you looking for your
Yeah,
phone?" I think that was
maybe.
me. Yeah,
That's
probably.
pretty cool.
So the other thing I was gonna say was it's interesting you saying I think I have to like let go or think of the game differently to like enjoy it. I do think if you're gonna spend the whole game, which I still think aspects of your critique I think are valid. I think the validity of your critique is in the lack of acknowledgement of what the mystery is by the characters and like the lack of threads to pull. I think those are just true things. Like, yeah, it doesn't bother me, but like it obviously bothers you. I think saying there's no mystery is like that's too far for me. And I get that like maybe you didn't get it, but like it's in there.
Sure, there are. I don't think there's. I
Yeah.
feel confident in saying. I don't think to call this mystery is good. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a good assessment of what they give you. I think they give you questions.
But I think
But
we're playing
it's not-
semantics
sure.
because I think and you do that a lot. You're like, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a question as much as it's something I'm asking. I'm like, well, that's not a question, but like, sure.
You know
but
how they say, "Oh, this begs the answer," or begs the question. This game is begs the question.
It's begging the question. But that's
It's really it's begging, please.
Well, I think this game begs the question, but you are demanding an answer, and you're
I'm
not going to get an
demanding a
answer.
question.
This is a question. I don't know, but
Anyway.
I think that if you play this and you're like, I'm going to be mad until they answer my shit or until they say shit, you're going to be mad a lot because I don't think this game says shit for a long time. And I don't even know if it's ever going to say anything. I'll be honest. I don't know. I haven't finished it, so I cannot say if it does or doesn't.
Honestly,
But
what
I'm
I
suspicious.
think I might do as a middle ground
Yeah.
is just watch a like story recap of the original Final Fantasy VII. Because I think that might give me enough
You know what? Yeah, I mean,
idea of this world.
I
this
feel
game,
I
this
think that's valid, and I think that's
entity.
no different than people replaying
Yes.
the old one because they want to like understand this one. I think that's the same energy. So, sure.
So maybe I think I might just do that, and then I'll go into it
Okay.
like, okay, then I can maybe then I can
Yeah.
have like, oh, are they gonna do this because that's what the original
Yeah.
game did and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So
I'm going all modern, and if this game sucks ass by modern sensibilities, I'm gonna be fucking there, tearing it up.
I'll be there with you.
But again, I actually do like this game a lot, so the game could be kind of the same thing, have all the flaws I think it's gonna have, and I'll still be like, I love this game.
Sure.
And I think it is a great game. I don't know if it's, again, if we're going numbers, I could see the world where it's a 9. I think it's maybe easier to put it at an 8. Like, I don't know what I would rate it. So, but also I think it's like, that's not that different of a rating, and the combat's really good. And this game, like, kind of like with the top 10 thing, it was funny you talking about like, oh, well, how are you, this is gonna be your top 10 because you're not gonna find 10 games better than it, or 9 games better than it even probably, or fucking 5 games better than it. And it reminds me of like when we did top PS5 games, and one of the games I pulled was Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I was kind of like almost surprised when I pulled it for myself because I kind of
sure.
I love the combat in that game, but I am a Final Fantasy VII Remake hater to a degree, and I've gained more love as times go. As I got separated from the slog that a lot of that game was, I like gained a deeper admiration. And the more I played more combat games and more RPGs, the more I'm like, you know what? I wish that this had Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat, baby. That shit fucking hits. I love that combat.
That's really interesting because I don't like the combat.
Yeah, you don't like the combat, and I love the
I
combat.
don't like it. I don't like it as much as you.
Yeah.
You really.
I
like
think
it.
I can't think
I'm
of
like,
combat that's like
man.
better than this combat in like for like really any game for me for the most part. I don't really think this is a game that I like the combat more. I guess like God of War. It's kind of just more my style, but like also it's now we're really shifting genres.
It's also very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I think like not only in its category, but like in all the like top combat games. Like, I think it's the perfect, it's funny, like, we just watched, me and Isaiah just watched Crazy Stupid Love, it's the perfect blend of sexy and cute, you know? It's the perfect blend of, like, action and strategy, I feel like, but... Also, Witcher 3's hype was that it was the first really huge open world. The map was 88 square miles. It is huge by today's standards, and it is a game changer in 2015. So yeah, probably did get a tab. Yeah, I feel like it's more of like a pivotal. I think that might be a more influential game than it is a like it's interesting. Like for me, when I make a top 100 list, I want to make top 100 based on what I feel today.
Sure.
But also, I will say I put a little bit of nostalgia in there because I feel like I might put more. I don't know. I might, like in my current top 100, I think I have Mario Sims 4 in there, and that's not. You play the game today, and it's different.
I know you don't mean Ace Combat 6, but that is. Oh, Armor Core. I was even gonna go Assassin's Creed 6.
No, Armor Core.
So we're really. AC is now.
People really love.
Too generic of what acronym?
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm sure there's combat I like more. I mean, I do really like Horizon's combat a lot, admittedly. It's pretty basic combat, but I like it. I think it works well. It's like... But that's the thing, like, all you really need, and all fucking Final Fantasy is like, this is weak to fire. This is weak to... That's why, like, I see a lot of Horizon in Final Fantasy. It just has the... I feel like Final Fantasy just has the clout and the extra nerd lore to put it above that kind of those kind of games.
I wonder if I would... But the thing is, I feel like you need to combat
Black Show's
so
definitely
much
a lock for top 5 for me, I think.
I feel like I would enjoy this combat more in just classic mode, where it's just purely turn-based.
Yeah.
But I feel like you do combat so much, and it already takes so long that's just... I'm turning a 100-hour game into a 200-hour game.
Honestly, that's why I'm in here for so long. Honestly, I'm excited to... Well, I'm going to play this game, beat this game. Eventually play the next game and beat that game. And I think that's when it's over. And then I think I actually will go back and play the old 7. Because I think that some parts of this experience, the Final Fantasy 7 experience, hit better in the old game. I could even in the visuals are so beautiful in this game, but like when I saw like that dumb clip I showed you from like Kato streaming where they were like on the motorcycle and they're like, whoa, and I was like, this looks better than it does in the new game. I really did mean that shit, and obviously visually it doesn't look, but whatever. Yeah. But I think the art sense, like kind of the mood and what they do with that, I think looked kind of cooler in a way. Like I feel like there's gonna be something there when I go back, and maybe that's not gonna be true, and I'm gonna be like, actually old game old. Kind of like when I tried to play Pokemon Red for fun, and I was like, oh shit, like, yeah, you can put the game audio down a little bit, it's a little loud. It just goes down for stream, it doesn't go back down for us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's true, we're talking
yeah,
about this point,
because I tried to play Pokemon Red for like the nostalgia, and I was fucking not enjoying it. It was rough. Final Fantasy VII was my first game I ever played. That's such an intense introduction.
I feel like Pokemon is a fantastic example of like when they did the Fire Red and Leaf Green. That is the definitive way to play that first gen, because they just took the old game, all the stuff you liked about it, and just put it into the modern Pokemon form. Modern.
I thought going back Pokemon I would be able to, because I played the old ones and I liked the old ones, but I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm good. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out. I was on old hardware too. I was like old school, and I was like, you know what? I don't know. I can't do it.
Tactics is so good. I restarted Tactics in the modern era, like on my Steam Deck, and I think I got further than I ever did before, which is still not incredibly far, but I still love that game. The game's so good. It's so fun.
I tried Core 2 recently. It's rough to get used to that era of RPGs. Yeah, that's the thing. That's it. So I'll be curious when I eventually do go back to 7, which I have 7 original on my Switch. Do you have it already? Because you can play it on my Switch if you want. I have the old one.
Which one? 7?
Yeah. Because I'm not really playing my Switch with that. I'm sure you could just... Yeah, if you want to stay on your own stuff.
Also, I think I have the PlayStation Mini thing. And it's on there if I wanted to play it in a little more authentic.
Damn, a mountain biking accident. That's wild. Did you ever read...
My left side.
What was it called? Mountain Bike Mania, I think it was. That was one of my favorite young adults books, little middle school kid books.
Oh.
And it's about this kid that mountain biked, and I'm like, that's so cool. And I've always I wouldn't say I've always wanted to mountain bike, but it's that's when I found out what mountain biking is. I was like, yeah, that's kind of rad. But I see clips of people mountain biking, those first person clips, and I'm like, absolutely not. I would die. Because I get I'm afraid of heights a little bit.
No, that's fair.
I'm like, there's no way biking. 3 ribs, 2 legs. That's so scary. And how you were 14? Yeah. No, I would like Final Fantasy 7 too if it brought me back to life from from my left side falling apart.
Rejuvenated my left side.
You need the that sign like they have like the your music healed me like kind of thing.
Oh, man.
No, that's wild.
That's fair. Not to laugh at your pain.
Yeah, I'm
literally.
Well, I don't even know if
that's fair.
Hopefully, you don't have too many long-standing entries
what I mean.
from
It's
that.
like,
yeah.
oh, man. But no, that's fair.
I think if you can let your hatred go, I think the warm embrace of Rebirth is waiting for you.
I'm interested in playing more Final Fantasy VII. Nice.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, fully recovered.
I'm interested in playing more Final Fantasy VII. I'm just not excited to play just more Final.
So
Fantasy
do you feel like this
VII,
opening, like the hype dropped down for you?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I'm more interested in trying like other games before I eventually come back to Rebirth. Like the Persona games. That sounded interesting. Obviously, Infinite Wealth is now more interesting. Like,
I do think
Balatro,
though,
like even just stuff that's
you
in the current.
You definitely need to play Balatro. Even though I'm salty because I've been playing Balatro and I haven't won a run yet, and I know that Isaiah's gonna win one before me. Like, if I don't win one before he starts playing the game, I'm fucked. Like, it's over.
So I don't even know what the game is. It's a roguelike.
Not like it does not have a big mystery. But like, do you want to know like what it is? Or I don't know if you're okay.
What's the gameplay? Like, I don't know.
So it is a poker roguelike or
Do I need to know
roguelite.
how to play poker?
Oh no.
Okay.
I did not know anything about poker. I didn't even know the order of the cards when I started playing. You do have to know the order of the cards, but like it puts the cards also in order for you. So all you have to do is know like, hey, like the thing you're missing a jack if you want it straight. Sure. But in the game UI, they show you the like you can hit a button and see all the hands you can play, like a flush, a straight flush, and an order of which one's more powerful.
Right.
So it's totally like idiot proof in that sense. It's a deck builder as well, but I will say the deck building you like, and this is kind of what I talked about this a lot on like Remap more than anything, like last episode of Remap that went up today, I think, and on Indie Council as well, which I think went up soon. One of the things I think makes this magic is that it's a deck builder where you don't have the deck build, and it's because you really don't have so basically the whole mechanic of the game. And I'm gonna throw all the lingo out because it's just gonna sound confusing. If you're like, well, then there's celestial card. It's like that sounds confusing. There's buffs that you can unlock after each run. You can buy like buffs at the store, kind of like a lot of roguelikes. And there are things like the main buff you unlock is a Joker, and they'll like have some type of property, something like, hearts now get a 2x multiplier when played, something like that, or like. This card is a multiplier, and every time you open a pack and skip the cards, the multiplier goes up. Stuff like that. Okay. And when you play a hand, it's like multiplying numbers. It'll be like, like a 10 is worth like 10, things like that. And then, but it also goes into like the hand you play. So it has like a little math formula. So it'll like put in that. And then it'll also take in like, do you have extra points from other stuff? And it like adds it all up. And then it's like, there's the number. And you have a certain number that you need to hit to beat each, I'll call them like rounds because that's the easiest way to, they're called like blinds, but whatever. So it'll be like, oh, the first one's 300. The next one's like 600. The next one's whatever. And sometimes, and those are called blinds. They're like kind of the things you fight. You're fighting just to get the points. And what's also interesting is sometimes the blinds will also have modifiers. So there's one blind called the needle where it's like, you can only play one hand. So you got to like score all your points in that one hand. And it's like, fuck, like I don't have enough. Like I died here or whatever, right?
What's the progression like?
The progression is more so, I'd say the main progression is unlocking new types of decks.
Let me rephrase that. Is it, what was the cheating game?
Oh, Card Shark.
Card Shark. Is it Card Shark like, or it's like, you just like are going from plot to plot on this like overworld and doing missions kind of thing?
No,
Is it just randomized?
It's just, you're in there just raw in the game.
All right.
And the main progression, I would say, there's obviously like the completionist collectathon of like finding all the items, like finding all the cards. And then the other progression I would say is unlocking the decks. So like the first deck you get is like, I might butcher the actual attributes, but let's say it's the blue deck and you have like an extra discard because you can discard cards and like gain cards and stuff. And then the red deck might give you like an extra hand, and the next deck will give you like a different thing. So those are like the other progressions, and then like you can win like with each deck, and like that's kind of the situation. And yeah, I think the kind of, to me, what makes this game special and fun is a couple things. One, it has a lot of style. Like, it looks really good. Like, the sound design's nice. The visuals are appealing. Two, I think, and this is, again, my opinion, unlike, because I don't like roguelikes, I don't like deck builders, and I don't know poker, so, like, why am I here? Unlike a lot of roguelikes, and I really, like, locked in on this when I was talking about it on Remap, is I feel like it doesn't, you don't, this is a card game. You don't have to, like, be good at a certain thing to take advantage of what you're given in a certain run. So, like, what I like about it is maybe you get a Joker that, I'll use the Kato and Patrick example that they had, where it's like they ended up playing heavy into pairs because they got like a thing that like the pairs were super buffed. And then they got a thing where like they added a bunch of sevens to the deck because you don't have to add cards to your deck. So then they had like all sevens and they're just putting sevens down. It's like worth a kajillion points. So you might end up like playing into that because like that kind of opportunity presents itself and you play into that strength. Another thing that I think makes it nice is, at least in my experience so far, like sometimes I feel like roguelikes are very big at like giving you a buff that has like an epic debuff. And even in like Cult of the Lamb, which is another exception rogue game that I really loved, like they're like, oh, +3 damage, but also you take -3 damage. And it's like, well, I mean, this is really more for people that are really good at just like fighting.
Yeah.
You don't feel that in Balatro because of like it being a card game, and it doesn't feel like it's like, well, we're going to give you like a really powerful knife, but we're going to tie your hand behind your back. I also don't feel like, I don't feel like I'm held hostage by the ARG of the game, because I think the ARG is an opportunity to try a new strategy that I might not have before, instead of a like, oh fuck, well, like this run's going to be trash because like I can't do anything with this. Like I feel like I can always do something.
Okay, that's good. It's a good feeling to have.
And I think, for me, I love being OP in games. I love chasing the power. I think this is a game that is all about chasing power, but it's also all about being presented with challenges, because the blinds can have like these cool modifiers too. So I feel like if you're someone that likes a challenge, the challenge is there. If you're someone that likes to get drunk on power, the power is there. So it's got it all.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what makes it like really fucking cool. So that's the thing I really like about it. And then
hey man, after Slay the Spire, Inscription, Monster Train, I love a good deck building roguelike. All right.
Yeah.
I don't care how it is. That's my genre. It is
I will say,
genre.
like, I'd be shocked if you didn't like to love this game. I wouldn't be like, I think if you're like, oh, I think people are like lightly overrating it, that wouldn't like blow my mind, especially because you play a lot of these games. But like, I'd be really surprised if you weren't like into it, or if you thought it was like bullshit.
I mean,
you know,
from
like
the looks of it, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. So there you go. Would this game drive you crazy if you are really into poker? I don't think it would, because I feel like there's different, like, and I don't know poker.
How did you put that down?
But there's different ways to play poker. So I feel like, and also I think people that like poker know that like there are many ways to play a game that uses the poker cards. So I don't feel like, again, I don't know poker people, but I don't think there's like the sanctity of poker. You know what I mean? I think it's all about like, it's a card game, like, and there's different ways to play like card games. So I can't imagine that bothering people, but I wouldn't know because I don't play poker. But Mike from Indie Council plays poker and loves poker, and he was just like, they made a sequel to poker, and it's Balatro. Yeah, exactly. Well, until now. Until now. It's the sequel to poker. But yeah, Rebirth would probably be pretty high on my list, but kind of much like, and it's funny because, you know, I saw someone mad in the MinMax comments talking about like, oh, like MinMax is always such a hater, like this game got a 94 on Metacritic, and they're like so down on it. They're the only outlet down on it. And also, we all like the game, but like, you know, we weren't like without gripes, you know? And they're like, they did this for Alan Wake 2 as well, and then they ended up being in like a lot of their top 10 lists. So like, what's up with that kind of thing? And it's like, yeah, I mean, and I think Alan Wake, I still stand by it too. It's very high in my top 10. It's a really flawed game.
It's poker too.
It's got some issues. Like, it's got hella issues, but I think there's like a lot of magic in Alan Wake, and I think same deal here. Obviously very different style games and I have very different complaints, but like, I think it's I don't know. Like, you know, I think some people have a hard time wrapping their head around like a really beloved, like loving a game versus like thinking it's like amazing. And it's funny because like sometimes I find myself really like hardcore agreeing with Blessing, but it's always, of course, when I happen to agree with Blessing, you know? So it feels very much like, I feel like Blessing knows what he's talking about. So I haven't listened to the, like any fan, I have not listened to the podcast, but I did see it on TikTok. So I'm going to talk about the thing. But straight up, I didn't listen to Gamescast, but I did see it on TikTok. And Blessing was like, this is one of my favorite games ever. It's one of my favorite RPGs ever. And I'm giving this a 4 out of 5, yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah, Bless, let's go. Just, not because I need Bless to like rate the game lower, but just because I felt like that one snippet comment really spoke to like a lot of my feelings of Rebirth, where I'm like obsessed with Rebirth, but also like let's not let like, it's funny, I'm kind of playing it on both sides in the sense that I really want people to know I love Rebirth, but I also want people to really know that I have a lot of beefs with Rebirth. And I want the people that know I have beefs with Rebirth to know that I love Rebirth. And I'm like, I really hope you guys can hold these both two ideas that live together.
Yeah.
Because that's very real to like my experience of this game. And like I spend a lot of my time on like content so far talking about this to really try to like remind people of both, like, this stuff's awesome, but don't forget I have beef with this thing. And also I have beef with this thing, but don't forget that I like am fucking having fun petting my chocobo babies and like, anyway. So yeah, we'll see how you land. Or I can probably trick my brain to liking about Thing of His Poker too. Yeah, I think so. Well, are you the purist that you're asking about? Like, maybe, okay, like, I don't know. You let me, I guess you'll have to be the first reporter on this. As a poker snob, as a self-proclaimed poker snob, does this game fuck with your brain? Or is it like, no, good game, good? I don't know. Well,
place a bet now,
I love
whether
to
you like the game or not.
Yeah. Venmo me $100 and I'll send it back to you if you tell me you like the game. You don't like the game. Well, this was a lot of fun. Also, again, see, like the podcast would hit. No one's having these conversations. No one's brave enough to be like, I don't see it. I don't see what's going on here. Could get through the ages. It's cute and fun. What's up, Neens? How's it going?
I heard that game was fun. I remember that's like, I think they had like a dinosaur or something that you're playing on the cover. There's something there.
Let's see. We have, maybe Andy might be good. Let me see how long. Ooh, Andy's been playing for a while, though. He might be done soon. I guess we could probably still raid Andy. But I worry that he'll disappear. Ooh, there's also Meg. Let me see where Meg is. Meg's big into fun. No. Also, everyone's 3 hours into their playthrough of this game.
Well, did it just drop today, right?
Yeah, it dropped yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like everyone's 3 hours into their stream. Like,
gotcha.
Okay, I'll have you pick, Isaiah. Are we rating Meg or are we rating Andy? They're both at risk of ending their stream at some point.
I'm gonna say Meg.
Okay, cool. I was kind of thinking Meg, honestly. I was like, I hope you pick Meg. Just because we've rated Andy before, and I don't think we've rated Meg in a little while.
You don't need help either. You don't need no raid. You're doing good.
That's, well, where's Meg at?
Rifle.
Yeah, that's true. No offense to Meg. Meg is doing good too, but not as...
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Andy's corpo, you know? It's like,
we're
trying to support small businesses.
Who am I giving it to? Jeff Bezos or... I don't know. Someone I know in real life. Yeah, for Meg. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
This is someone I know.
Okay, before we end records, though, can you hit the... Actually, go to... Well, a couple things. Wait. Before you hit that, sorry, there's like a lot of things to do. Go to your home screen on the PlayStation, because or else the sound will bleed through over the music. Like, go to home and then go to, like, the store or something. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and now hit the ending soon. Cool. Before we end, I want to give a shout out to all y'all following, watching, subbing, moderating, and of course my sponsors over on Patreon. You too can join over on patreon.com/Gameonysus with rewards as low as $1 all the way up to the $25 tier, like my sponsors. And if I'm reading these out of sync, it's because I'm looking at from the stream, which is delayed. I'm talking about Nina McKee, Edwin Garcia, Kevin Fair, Patrick Schweigert, folks such as Platforming Fanatic, PlayItJason, Randleton, Spencer icasiano, and BiscuitsWithDavey. Thank you for helping me do what I do when I do what I do. And then, Isaiah, if you can hit the little arrow button. And this is where we end our record, which is ending right now as Isaiah presses the record.